Yo, what is good, man? It's Friday, y'all. Man, these motherfuckers are upset. Like, look, it just goes to show you, man. People always want to talk about you ranting, raving, and crying about shit. Look, that's just a general term for people who feel that they're not in control of a situation. You know what I'm saying? Let's get right down to it. Death to the YTBC. No free smoke. No free smoke. The reason why it shouldn't be no free smoke, because right now it seems like people in their emotions. They yelling and screaming, but a cat like me, I'm just up here talking to the audience respectfully because it's nobody that owns free smoke. So why are you upset? Why the fuck are you upset? You don't own free smoke. None of you cats do. You don't own the YTBC. You don't own free smoke. Why the fuck are you angry? Listen, people, do me one. Do me one. Understand what I'm saying and take it for food for thought. You know what I'm saying? This is not to be disrespectful or anything. Understand one thing. I can sit on here and talk in a calm voice. They don't like it. You get behind the mic and rah, rah, rah. They feel like they're getting their voice across. I'm not even, look, I have not called out one person. I have not said anything about a single channel. Don't talk in subliminals about World Combat Sports. Don't talk in subliminals, dog. Because I'm the only one out here saying no free smoke. Don't say channels. You better off to saying names. Because, look, I'm going to tell you straight up, nobody owns free smoke. But what it does is absolutely nothing for the sport of boxing. If you grown ass adults need a time to release yourselves on one day of the week to gather in a damn panel and jack each other off, then you feel free to do that shit. Stop acting like every person needs to come over there and, to wherever you at and say, I want to be a part of some some phantom freaking artificial 2-word phrase that's supposed to be the culture. What is the culture? The culture obviously isn't doing anything for this YTC community because there's so many of y'all are upset. King Mitch in the building. What's good? Shit every other week. Watch. Like we have grown 30-year-old men that's up here complaining and whining about the movement, supposedly. It's no movement. Free smoke is a joke. Just because you get people in there and you want to call people out their names doesn't make you any tougher than who you were before you click the link. You know what I'm saying? You can go hours and hours at a time talking about the same shit over and over again, listen to what I'm saying and go back and relay a message. But at the end of the day, if you're doing that, you are absolutely a cunt yourself. If you listen to my live and running back over there, you know what I'm saying, and run and tell that, but yet you won't really address it to the person. Because once again, if you have a problem with me talking about free smoke, address who's talking about free smoke. But don't sit up here and talk about like it deals with the Constitution. This shit don't have nothing to do with the Constitution. That shit is hilarious. When did you hear World Combat Sports talk about some shit with the Constitution? I never said anything about no Constitution. I just say the way it's disorganized, rambunctious, belligerent. All those words that brings people together in an abrasive way. You know what I'm saying? You just sit up here talking shit to one another. One minute you hate each other, one minute you don't. You cause each other pain, and then it's all fake love. Cause each other pain, and then it's all fake love. Pain, fake love. Pain, fake love. And we're talking about grown men doing this shit. They are freaking rebelling to the call to so-called highlight and advocate for free smoke. This shit is absolutely absurd, dog. This shit right here, death to YTBC. There's no such thing as a YTBC. And listen, if the only thing y'all have to do on a Friday night, this goes for any channel that do free smoke. If all you have to do is drop links and invite people over to your channel to jack off, then you need more time on your hands to really think about another itinerary. You know what I'm saying? If that's what it takes for grown men to come over here and say, well, let me power up. I need to get some confidence. I want to talk this shit. I need to be around other people to talk shit. If you're not unwinding with your girl, chilling with your fam, going out, taking care of other responsibilities, then being online with a bunch of snakes, you know what I'm saying? Rats. That's not the company I choose to be with, because if I want to go to the zoo, I can motherfucking get up tomorrow and head out to the zoo. I don't need to jump online and go to the petting zoo. That's dumbass shit right there. But of course, let me read you what I wrote for you. You know, I appreciate you, King Mitch, stopping through the building, and those and the rest of you that's just peeking in through the window. It's okay. Know this though. My whole point for saying fuck free smoke is that I don't think it's productive to speaking about boxing. My point is proven every time when people advocate for free smoke, but they angry. They're seriously angry. That just proves my point. What are you angry about? Something that doesn't exist? Free smoke doesn't exist. You can't be angry with me over something that doesn't exist. You're trying to hold me. Look, you're trying to hold me accountable for something I can't account for. I'm trying to educate you. Just because I ain't yelling and screaming in the mic don't mean shit. People always want to come up with these rudimentary terms and shit that you pouting about something. You whining. And then they say you stay on your own mic. Your own mic. I'm on my mic on my platform. And they want to say you're over here crying about something. No, I'm not. I'm not crying at all. I'm just telling you what you're doing is absolutely stupid. For grown-ass men to get in one place for hours at a time and verbally jack each other off, all because you want to stress. Come and click the link and build up your stress levels and testosterone. And, you know, just go at it and feel so warm and cozy in the free panel. This shit doesn't make any sense, man. And you know what? It'll never make sense to me. I'm just being honest with you. If you think my college education goes out the window just because you're not listening to what I'm saying about, there's no such thing as no YTBC. Show me. Where's the headquarters? Where's some type of documentation that say the YTBC is a legitimate community? Someone go get a real estate agent, something. Somebody explain to me the documentation on free smoke. Because the only one that come close is, you know, All the Smoke podcast. Be chilling and they be interviewing. And, you know, you learn going to an online orgy where people up there in the live chat freaking with a damn a can of a damn thing of Vaseline and Jergens, ready to click the link and say, yeah, I just can't wait to hear all those voices together. I just got to click the link. I got to be on there with all choke session. I got to be on there and talk. I mean, come on, man. Nobody should be taking this shit personal because I never called out any channel. Is free smoke has been around for a while. Now you want to throw subliminal shots at somebody. I didn't get my feelings hurt at all. This is not the reason. Come on. You better do your homework on me. I've been on several other platforms, solo dolo. You need to do your motherfucking homework. Some grown men need to check themselves before they sit up here and talk reckless. Just talk about dumb shit. screaming and yelling all over the place about a cat like me. I've went over to other platforms without a care in the world. So I know you ain't talking about me having my feelings hurt about a platform. I've been to combat. I seen cats drag from outside the wire, shrapnel, missing limb, all that shit. I know you ain't talking about me traveling to a motherfucking platform of rats and snakes. Motherfucking bucket survivors. I know you ain't talking about me. That's just for all of you out there that's listening in right now. It don't matter if it's 3, 2, 6, 7, as long as your ears are open. The message is clear for combat sports. Tastefully for the boxing community. Each day illuminates a different asterisk for our logical expectations, competence, and ethical accountability. Social media thrives from an open door policy, allowing anyone to account create either real or fictitious descriptions. This bleeds over to the concealment of malefactors who transient the so-called free smoke sessions for hours, spewing minimal boxing talk and fueled off estrogen drugs. Don't get upset now. Don't say you don't understand English. These mannerisms aren't respected from those on the outside passing through. It's a negative, toxic environment where a large number of insecure males verbally stroke the ego of the other. Sort of like boisterous herding sheep, just happy to be in a group. Did I say no one owns this fake YTBC acronym? It is every bit of a pseudonym for bored attention seekers. Attached to it, harvest another pathetic cultural attachment titled free smoke. A cultural attachment titled free smoke. It's not your everyday cigar happy hour where the weekend expires with healthy banter, but this manifest is truly a den of Satan, an area where you meet those who are genuine, and others who's nothing more than the crust off a donkey's ass. That is considerably light comparable to the archive of acrid terms applicable to the such hateful holding cell of adulterated fools. My problem in writing this phonetic summation is how large of a perimeter it encapsulates. There isn't a specific person or persons, just a brash articulation to pique the attention of those willing for change. If our hopes are to build a foundation of respect while integrated on a platform to freely express our views, then I suggest weighted levels of sustainability, dignity each time your platform submits another media transmission. If any of what I mentioned agitates the misinformed, I have no advice for you. I've expressed a small ladle of opinions blended with a tangy anti-bullshit sauce for all biased narrative pushers. Your thoughts of grown men gathered in a porta john for fake free smoke to disrespect one another for hours upon hours, isn't that true, but a poor representation of a poorly planned evening dressed in the company of snakes is undeniably a septic tank of misery, y'all. Unless there's one of more intelligent-minded individuals to mediate the boardroom of visitors. This type of behavior will continue to dilapidate the focus of pure media-worthy topics. Respectfully, I'm reaching out to the sane adults who read this for its merit, not to scoff in ignorance. The internal destruction of breaking down the relevance of the YTC has to cease immediately. Fighters aren't trying to visit an all-out anarchy of social media troll and vigilantes. I'm being honest, yeah. That contaminate your platform, the inferior-minded who will always point the blade in your direction once a disagreement occurs. By the way, in closing, if you invest valuable time in a fake war of words, By all means, embrace self-stupidity. All means embrace self-stupidity, because that's exactly what it is. I don't have to get on the microphone and yell, kick, and scream, man. Y'all got to get it together. Y'all can't sit up here and listen to a motherfucker talk and say, oh, they just rambling on. But you'll stay in the midst of the presence of a man, the presence of a group of men for 4 or 5 hours and yell and scream. And you don't find that wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? You don't find anything that it builds unity. Free smoke builds unity. I forgot. Everything boxing. What's good? What's good? Okay. I appreciate you. Appreciate the ones that let me know about the audio. Appreciate you. SB90, what's good? Troy Green, what's good? I don't know why my shit is chopped. How about now? Is the audio better now? I don't know why it would be choppy in the first place. Somebody give me a 1 if it's good. Is it still choppy or no? I'll just wait till somebody tell me. But check this out, y'all. And appreciate the one who pulling up, 79 boxes. Salute Cosmo, Andrew Charles. What's good with you? Everything boxing and sports. What's good? Troy Graham in the building. Salute. King Mitch. Salute. Everyone that's in the building, from who I know right here, especially some of you I dealt with, you're pretty much intelligent individuals. You graduated from, high school, the basic education, and you pretty much out here existing. You know what I'm saying? On what you need to know. This is the situation I had with this misinformed or misguided free smoke scenario that's out there. It doesn't build the character of a man. Real talk. I don't walk around life like that. And nor will anybody portray, just because I've been talking about death to free smoke, death to the YTBC, free smoke, the YTPC. You know what I'm saying? Don't think for 1 second that it has anything to do with feelings. Because if you're going to say you've been on free smoke for years and you would rather go to war with individuals that you don't trust, then what the fuck are you doing? You don't make any sense. One thing they totally understand, they're not talking to a dummy. They're not talking about individuals that lack education. They're not talking to individuals that haven't raised a family. But one thing I'm just trying to direct here on this motherfucking YouTube free smoke bullshit is that what are you trying to grow? You trying to get together a group of individuals that's going to turn on you 2 weeks later? I mean, let me know what is this free smoke bullshit? What is the end game? Just to say, well, you click on the link. Who gives a fuck about clicking on the link and talking to motherfuckers that's gonna stab you in the back 15 times? So therefore, you continue to socialize with individuals that stab you on the back multiple times, and you feel good about stroking their nutsack once they return and y'all in good graces. Oh, put some Jergens in my hand, please. Put some Jergens in there. Yeah, more. I want to make sure you enjoy this. I mean, what the fuck are we doing? Free smoke don't have anything to do with the culture. That is one of the most culturalist terms that you can use in life. You take that shit to the street and tell somebody free smoke, they're gonna look at you like you've been in the what they call that place? You've been locked up in an asylum. They're gonna look at you like, damn, were you special ed? Were you in in-house detention? What the fuck is going on with you? I'm asking y'all not to entertain it, because I know some channels out there that really they all about giving the smoke and they can have productive panels out there and it be all good. You know what I'm saying? But then you have some that's just totally reckless and you get nothing out of it. Yeah, they may have numbers and all this other bullshit, right? They get the numbers, but it's the same numbers and motherfuckers just want to say the same shit over and over again, who they don't like or what they don't like. It don't have nothing to do with you talking to another man. If you don't have any type of structure in talking to somebody else, you're just going to talk over them, and then you're going to have to chime in anyway. But listen, if you have bitches on your panel that love using the mute button, don't sit up there and act like the mute button is real talk. Motherfuckers use the mute button all the time. They'll put you in the background all the time. So don't stop acting like it's a free smoke session. Because you get too many people on your panel that's disrespectful. Shit, motherfuckers are goddamn do what? So therefore, you got to start putting people in the back studio, and then gain control of your panel. But listen, it's some people just doing it for the views. They're trying to get their subscribers up. People, they desperate. They rather bring a group of people that don't really respect one another. Then they want to come up with these poor, misguided assumptions. Nobody, I know my feelings ain't hurt. If my feelings hurt, as old as I am in the game, as long as I've been all around the world as a human being, it's nothing I can explain to you, bro. If you're thinking I'm putting all this on social media, there's a lot more to it. But I just think it's pure ignorance to sit up here and have what you consider a rally point, a motherfucking rally point, where you got all types of wildlife. Seriously, some of y'all are motherfucking snakes. Some of y'all are motherfucking y'all are motherfucking roaches. Some of y'all are. I'm not talking about in my live chat. I'm talking about the ones who have earned that badge. Some of you are straight up, like, cannot be trusted or anything. They have did so much, and then they'll sit up here and they'll listen to me. They won't say anything. They won't click on the link and have anything positive to say. They'll come up here and troll or do something. That's what I'm talking about. Just bitch ass type stuff like that. Because you can't be mad as an individual because you don't own shit. You don't own Free Smoke or the YTBC. So what are you upset about? You can't come in here and take nothing out on me. I'm not obstructing anything you have going on. I think it's the most stupid type of behavior if you're going to get mad at another channel for speaking on something that you don't have any accountability for. Like, you don't have no ownership. You don't have no possession. You don't have none of that shit. So why the fuck are you mad and crying like a baby with a diaper rash, bro? And then listen, when you raise your voice a little bit, they say, well, you're getting a little emotional. I mean, motherfucker, you yelling in the mic. You get these motherfuckers yelling in the mic all day long. They will holler Free Smoke all the time, but then when you talking about something that they adore and love, they yelling and screaming. They trying to rally the troops. None of these motherfuckers that you got in there are leaders. They ain't gonna do shit for you. The same motherfuckers done pointed the blade and slit you 9 out of 10 times, goddammit, over and over again. You still got scar tissue from it. But yet you happy to say, you know what, I used to have beef with so-and-so. I'm happy we good now. You're not good. It's only a matter of time before. Look, I'm looking at these dudes go at it, cussing each other out. And then they're on the panel talking like nothing happened. They call them motherfuckers bitches, assholes, and all this shit. For all of us to these are some deranged individuals. Some mentally degraded individuals. So the Sean in the building, what's good? So I'm not sure. Look, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm just gonna let you know. I'm not even gonna say nothing. There go the link right there. Troy said you had something to say. I'm open. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. Deshaun Thompson say I'm a leader on the leaderboard in Madden. That's good to know. I really don't know what you're talking on. I mean, speaking about, but as long as you say Leader, you must be the leader of something. So it's all good, man. He said I own a Honda Accord. Is that good? Hey, man, it's according to how your Honda Accord sounds, man. If it gets you around and you're able to maintain employment with it, and it's a dependable vehicle, I salute you for that. Who am I to say a Honda Accord ain't shit? It ain't snakes on both sides of the pond. We ain't talking about no both sides of the pond. So you can't come over here, riding the fence on both sides of the pond. Where's both sides of the pond when it comes to the YTC? It's just an open platform. It ain't no stream in the middle. It ain't no different sides of the street. It's a collective group of people that have basically produced an account, whether it's genuine or fictitious. There's no different sides of the street in the YTC. This ain't one in London, one in the US. This is a damn internet protocol driven community. Allow you to socialize with other like-minded. That's what the YouTube community is about. Now, don't get mad because I'm over here saying, death to the YTBC, because free smoke is, for basically for those who I feel is quite deprived in having anything to do in life when it comes to their liberty, especially on a Friday. You're burning away time that you can't get back. You're immersing yourself in the company of snakes and rats. And they're going to treat you like they're snakes and rats. But I love, after a while, I think you're the kind of person, I think these cats are the type of person that is, they continue to get bit. They become immune to the venom. And then, it used to hurt at the bite point. You know what I'm saying? It used to hurt, but now it's pretty numb. Now they just get headaches and migraines. And they just coming down with all these side effects, and they really don't know what the fuck it is. They say I'm over here talking nonsense, but yeah, you listen to it. It makes sense. You motherfuckers keep on getting bit by the same snake, stress the fuck out, see them out there doing shit like trolls do, and then we need a place to come. If you don't have a place to gather and communicate with people outside of this screen on a panel of people that you don't trust and like, something is seriously wrong with you psychologically. Your shit's so dilapidated and fragmented, you need to go get a motherfucking checkup immediately. You need to get your shit checked up right now. Urgent care. If you're going to think that free smoke is motherfucker, if you take this shit personal that I'm talking about over here, you're not a smart individual, because this is not your proprietary term. You ain't trademarked it. You ain't did shit. So why would I have even one individual mad at the fact that I'm saying fuck YTBC and free smoke? You know how stupid you look? You look absolutely stupid defending my thumbnail. There's no way that you should be sitting up here defending the thumbnail, because basically what I'm speaking on is just a general term. It's a term. It's just a term. But just so happen you have so many bozo type individuals that latch on to anything that sounds exciting, right? It doesn't earn them no money, but yet free smoke might earn some people some extra views. It's according to how controversial the free smoke may get, because people are using these terms to say, man, this is the moment where I can get this for somebody I don't like on YouTube. Isn't that the most dumbest shit you ever heard? That is the most dumbest delusional shit that you can ever think. Petition no free smoke. It don't matter what the individuals think. I never mentioned any challenge. Free smoke ain't real. If you are one that's hosting a free smoke session, why are you mad when free smoke does not? You are not proprietary. It's not something that you have trademarked. It's not yours. Why the fuck are you angry at 2 words? Oh, it's for the culture. It ain't shit got to do with the culture. Ask the motherfucker outside the doors of your own home, outside of YouTube. They don't know what the hell free smoke is. So you trying to tell me YouTube is a cultural type thing now? That you come up with words that we're going to go life and limb to defend? This shit is very uneducational, but I look at it like, if it lacks education, right? It lacks learning points. Then I understand, because the people that are actually attending these sessions, they're not there to learn anything. Seriously, I'm not being, I'm not speaking as if it's a superiority or anything. I'm not doing that. I'm just being blunt and abrasive on purpose, because you actually have grown ass men that choose to want to hang around for hours into the AM, jerking each other off in emotions. These motherfuckers leave a free smoke session and they feel different. They have to take another couple hours to calm down. Because they don't went in here and they was in the company and arguing with another man. Not another man that owes you money. Not another man that try to holler at your girl. Not a man that you broke bread with. Not someone that you went to a game. You know what I'm saying? Not someone that basically contributed to your life. Not someone that was a mentor to you. These are total strangers. Once again, these are motherfucking total strangers, y'all. You ain't broke bread with most of these cats on here. You have had no physical interaction with these dudes that you in a chat arguing with just because it's free motherfucking smoke. Let me let Troy in here. What's good, Troy?
What's up, man? Can you hear me?
I can hear you fine, man.
Yeah, because your audio is not. It was dropping and then it was kind of choppy. I was making sure, but yeah, I want to ask you a question. Last time that we were on free smoke, I guess, which was last week Friday, you had a lot of aggression coming off your soul, man. So I just want to ask you towards me. Yeah, so
I didn't have no aggression, man. I was just speaking my mind, man.
Where's that echo coming from? Can you hear it?
No, I don't hear you.
I do. But anyway, yeah, you had a lot of aggression, or I call it passive aggression. I just called it like it was passive aggression. And I know you do martial arts, and most martial artists I know, if not all of them, they're very centered people, man. They stay steady because they basically have that confidence in them that they don't need to really take it to another level unless they're trying to protect themselves. So I was wondering if you had something you want to share with me.
Well, humanistically, it's natural for a human being to have rise and inflection of the voice. That, Troy, you should know that. You've been there too. You've done it. Don't just come in here and try to act like. Hey, Troy, don't try to come in here and act like you're a saint, man.
No. Stop that. I never stated that. I never stated that. What I was saying is that, of course, it goes up and down like that with me. Because I'm still working on my piece, and I'm still working on my center. So that's not,
Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, that's good to know. I don't look, Troy. I don't see you as one of those individuals that I cannot have a conversation with. But I just, in my own opinion, I have felt in several areas where just when one person is having a talk about one particular fighter, people run as if that fighter's control That fighter is totally in control of that person's mind and body. And I say, damn, how ignorant can you be? Like Deontay Wilder is just one person who, is a good dude. And that's just not something I'm assuming. That's a good dude. But the narrative and the manner and the behavior and everything has been a bit juvenile to me, in some people's presence. That's all I'm saying. The only thing I was
Well,
saying to you, Troy,
mhm.
was, and if I'm on somebody else's panel, I'm not coming over there to talk about what me and you talked about on Punch Channel. I'm over there to speak about whatever they got going on. Real talk. I just
Nah,
challenge for you
okay.
to do that. That's all.
Yeah, I was talking about last week when we were on free smoke. It was like constantly this cat was cutting me off. It was like that's why I wanted to ask you because I figured I could have a decent conversation with you because you're a martial artist. Like I said, most of them. um, Listen, my father is 75, right? He's been doing martial arts since he was 15. I can't tell you one time I ever heard him raise his voice. And I've heard some incredible stories and I've seen some things he could do, right? I got childhood friends that are martial artists. I never seen them upset, but because they're so confident and calm, they don't have to really, they don't need to, they just have that confidence in them. So I figured that you must have took something I said in the wrong way. So I just went to clear the air. That's all. And you
When
do practice martial arts, right?
I told you I've done most of. I don't really get into all that because, like, on
Right.
this YouTube shit, it's not really.
Well, that's okay.
People
That's
always
okay.
trying to
I
say
can
it
tell
don't
anyway.
matter and all that.
Yeah. I could tell anyway. It doesn't matter. I've been around enough. I could tell. But anyway, that's what I was trying to find out. I was making sure I didn't
No, man,
say
I,
anything.
I just I just feel that you're
Yeah,
a
yeah.
pure. Look, you're a pure Deontay Wilder hater, and I get it. I understand it. I understand it. You are the number one YTC Deontay Wilder hater.
Oh my
Period.
God. Okay,
Period.
I'm gonna ask you a question that I asked you last week and you never answered
Man,
me.
this ain't no Q&A, Troy. You better speak what's on your mind. This ain't no
I
Q&A.
am. I am, but I asked you this. I'm gonna ask you this again. If I never get personal about the man, I never call him a bum, never talk about him personally, I just simply keep it in the context of boxing. How am I hating?
Because
Go ahead.
you don't have anything that's genuine initially. And listen, if I support Deontay Wilder
Who you
and the
supporting?
other fighter, I support Michael Williams Jr. and I support T.O. and all these people, right? Why just
Okay.
focus on that? I'm just looking at you, and you don't really have healthy things to say or positive
You
things to say right off the rip. But listen, I don't take that
about
shit
who?
personal, Troy.
Whoa. Back up a second. Back up. You said I don't have anything positive to say, period?
You know what I'm saying? You don't have nothing initially.
There you go again.
Oh,
You dropped.
dang, I don't know what's going on with that. What about now? Am I still dropping?
No, you're just choppy. You're just choppy, but go ahead.
Damn, I don't know what's going on, to be honest with you. What about now?
Same. It's the same. It's the same. It's the same.
Mm.
I can hear you, but it's kind of staticky. Go ahead and finish your statement so I could so I can make my point here because that what you just said about me is completely false.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you coming in kind of low, but I can hear you.
What about now, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay, go ahead. What you were saying?
no. You had a statement that you were making and you stopped.
Oh,
So
I
go
was
ahead.
saying,
You
when you
said
mentioned Anthony Joshua there, Troy, you just get all warm and fuzzy and say, Anthony, he's one of the best
really?
ever. He's a really good
Okay.
guy.
I,
You
I
know,
never said
it,
anything. I've absolutely never said those words. But go ahead.
no. I'm just generalizing how the tone of your voice changes
Hmm.
and you get all monotone, like you're looking at,
Hmm.
Gone with the Wind and shit, and you're all nice and comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, Troy is all nice and cozy when Anthony Joshua name
Yeah.
come up, but Deontay Wilder,
Okay.
man, you
Okay.
just have so much disdain for the man.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say my point because I'm guessing you're done because you paused. So That's absolutely, completely not true. Let me explain something to you. I am critical on most fighters. I am critical on Wilder simply for this fact. And I'm going to tell you the God honest truth. I still have the newspaper clipping, which you don't have, in the Newsweek when he wasn't a pro. You understand me? When he was, I think he had just came from the Olympics. There's a picture of him and holding his daughter and whatnot, and they were talking about young fighters that were coming up. Young fighters you should keep an eye out for that's going to turn pro. And he was in, and he was one of them. And I loved his backstory. And I said, okay, well, I'm gonna keep an eye out for this cat. I still had it, and I seen what he could have been, and then I started to see what he became. A guy that started to read his own clippings about his power, and he had a man in his corner named Mark Breland who could have taught him a whole lot, but he never listened to him.
How
There was
you know?
another man. No, no, let me finish. You know how I know? Because I know
No, we're
boxing,
gonna
and
have a dialogue about this Mark Breland
okay,
shit.
well,
How you
okay,
know?
no. You asked me a question.
Yeah.
How do I know? Because I was blessed enough to actually have been in boxing since I was 15. I'm 50. I have
Okay.
I know a brother by the name of Marvin McDowell. I
Hmm.
know a brother by the name of Pepe Carrera. Pepe Carrera trained Sugar Ray, Simon Brown, Maurice Blocker, Lennox Lewis, and a lot of other great fighters. So I pay attention to the fundamentals and what people do, right? Because that's how I was taught, right? He don't have his fundamentals right. Say what you want to say about Mark Breland. I watched him since we were youngsters in New York. He's older than me, but he was like king of the walk when he was an amateur, and he was top dog for a while when he was a pro. That man knows about his fundamentals. You could ask for, uh, the brother Forrest that passed, that got killed in Atlanta. What was his name?
Vernon Forrest. Vernon Forrest, man.
Vernon Forrest. I'm sorry, I said Forrest. Yeah, that was his first champion. Was Vernon Forrest. That was Mark Breland's first champion, right? So he knows about the fundamentals and all that. Same thing with another great brother whose name is what? Emmanuel from Kronk Gym. He knows about the fundamentals. I've seen Wilder jab and do and put together some great fights. When he fought the Frenchman, even though he got hit entirely too much, when he fought the Frenchman, he was jabbing, throwing combinations and carrying on, took too many punches, but he got away from that because of the power, and he was never moved in the right way. You're not supposed to keep fighting the same level of fighter. Each time you fight, you step up, you step up, you step up. He never stepped up. So that's why I'm so crucial about him. Anthony Joshua, as things I can be crucial. I guess you didn't hear what I said about him in his last fight. I said he's lost his focus. He's good, but he lost his focus somewhere in that fight because he had opportunities to take that man out before.
Who, Wilder?
No, Pova, what's the dude's name he fought last? Pulev or whatever the heck the Russian's name is, right? He had opportunities to take that man out earlier, but he didn't. He just kind of lost his focus in there. And then when he finally hit him, he finally got focused. You see how fast he took him out. So I'm very crucial of everybody because I got an eye. I just got an eye for the sport. You pretty much hear what you want to hear what I'm saying when I'm speaking, because I don't speak highly of a dude that you think highly of. I'm pretty much disappointed in Wilder in this sense because his real life backstory is a whole lot better than the character that he didn't need to create. He didn't need to become no bronze bomber. His real life story is $1 million, multi-million story. He didn't need to create no damn character. He's a single black father. You don't need to create no damn character. His real life story is a great heartwarming story. He can sell that story, and he could be beloved.
So
Now he
so
just has.
so me and you
Mhm.
around the same age. You tell any other fighter that they don't need to create a
I,
character?
I've said that to numerous people, man.
But I'm
I've
just
said that
saying,
to
like,
numerous
why are you
people.
worried about his character when he has 42 victories,
No, no,
41
no.
knockouts?
Yeah, you keep saying that, but in reality, man, when it
In
comes to
reality, what?
okay, when it comes to this business, it's quality over quantity. You could have
Okay.
100 fights, man. Yuri Boy Compass, man. You know that name sound familiar to you?
But stay on
Okay,
topic. Stay on topics there,
I
Troy.
am, I am, I am.
I
I'm
want you.
using
I
him as
want you. We're not
I'm
going
using
down the
him as a
history
point
lesson
of
because
reference.
I have to get back to my anti-free smoke campaign.
Okay, cool, cool. But I'm just using him as a reference. When he
Yeah, I know.
fought,
I know. Yeah, I know him. Yeah.
okay, when he fought Felix Trinidad, he was like 50-0 with 50 knockouts. It didn't make no difference. He got knocked out, and after that, where's he today? It's
What was Felix
quality over
Trinidad rank
quantity,
at the time he fought him?
huh?
What was Felix Trinidad ranked at the time he fought him?
Oh, come on, man. He was a world champion.
No, 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 no. He was okay. So what I'm saying is, I'm just trying to give you a metric of the depth of competition. Wilder, in my opinion, fought the best that he had access to in the heavyweight division. I know a lot of people will overlook that, but listen, he fought Tyson Fury twice. Tyson Fury, after beating Deontay Wilder, he's on the fight of the year. He's on the magazine co-op with Teofimo Lopez. So it just made these Deontay Wilder haters look stupid because just because Tyson Fury defeated Deontay Wilder, it boosted him up to a whole nother level he's never been in his career. Klitschko didn't put him there.
It
Deontay
did both of
Wilder
them
did.
good. It did both of them good. It
I'm
didn't
just
just do.
saying.
They just
They were
do
saying
Fury
so
good.
much that Deontay is trash and all that, but once Tyson Fury defeated him, he goes on the magazine for Fight of the Year. How does that happen if Deontay Wilder's trash, though?
Okay, you said he didn't have access to the top guys. He had access to Charles Martin when he was champion. He had access to Parker. He had
But who is
access to
Charles
White.
Martin, though, bro?
He
He
had.
just scooped up his
No, I'm
IBF
just
belt
saying.
when they
Yeah,
vacated. Look, when the belt was stripped from Tyson Fury, Martin and what's his name, Glasscoff or whatever his name was, they fought for
whatever,
the
man.
belt after 30 days after Fury was off the titles, and then he cashes out against Joshua.
That's
That
what
was
you're supposed.
Joshua's first title.
And that was also, Joshua was still young too back then. He wasn't no world. He wasn't no world champion. He was just young. He was young, just like
And I'm
everybody you
glad you
named.
said that. I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
He was young, right? Because a lot of people love talking about how Joshua was young. I'm glad you said that. So if he was young, why did Charles Martin go in there and take a dive in 2 rounds? And then if
He
you
took a dive.
look,
I
hold
didn't
up,
see a
Troy.
dive.
Hold up, Troy. Check this out. I'm gonna let you talk too, right? So then you turn around with Klitschko. Klitschko was out a year and a half, bro. Who has he fought? Name one fighter he's fought after Anthony Joshua, bro.
Okay,
He
I'm
wasn't
not
planning
doing
on
this.
staying in as champion. He was there just to be a dance partner for Wembley
Right.
Stadium. That's it.
Okay, but listen. I'm not doing that song and dance with you. You said that Wilder didn't have access to the top fighters. That's completely untrue.
No, I'm
He
talking
had
about the
access
fighters
to.
over across the pond. Like,
He
look,
could have
look,
fought
check this
Parker.
out. Check this
Oh
out.
my
I'm talking about the
God.
ones who they consider, like they was considering all these UK fighters as being the numero uno grand poobahs of the heavyweight division. That's not true. The heavyweight division sucked.
Parker was the champion, and he was
Man,
undefeated.
come on. Where's Parker from, bro?
It doesn't matter. He was a champion and
It
undefeated.
does matter, man. It does matter at the end of the day when it
Obviously,
comes
it
to
didn't.
promotions and
Based
all
on
that.
Deontay Wilder's level of competition. Because if you're telling me that Parker don't matter, I get. How did Ortiz matter?
Look, Ortiz mattered because he was undefeated, right? No one else wanted to fight
So
him.
was Parker.
Look, Joshua, that's right. Joshua, that's why he survived against Anthony Joshua. Joseph Parker, he wasn't anything special. He lost his title, came back and lost. Look, within a 3-month period, he lost twice. You know what I'm
So
saying?
White, who was
I'm
the
just
top
going off
guy.
the depth. I agree with what you
Hmm.
said, Troy, about the quality, right? But I can take that same statement you made, Troy, about Charles Martin and Joseph Parker and say they lack quality as champions. You can't say Bermain Stavern won shit without saying Joseph Parker, Andy Ruiz, and Charles Martin was in the same. We can't sit up here and use Klitschko name and he was out of sport for a year and a half, my brother.
Okay, well, you know what I'm going to say to that, right? If he, you know what? No, damn all that. I'm gonna just tell you the truth, and it's obvious as a nose on your face. One guy was built to be great, and the other, because his people had confidence in him, and they put money behind him, and they had a plan, and they pushed it, and he is on another level right now. He's his own brand. The other guy, his people did not have confidence in him, and they didn't push him, obviously, and that's why he didn't know to do the little things that he could have done in the ring against Fury, because Fury didn't do anything special that night. He just came forward. And you know what stops a fighter from coming forward? A jab. A
You trying
jab
to
and
say?
a
You trying
slow
to say?
move.
Hey, shout out to Drew Titan in the building, and y'all make sure y'all subscribe to him.
I
Appreciate your
definitely
donation,
want to
my
talk to
brother.
him if he want to get on here. I definitely want to talk to him.
Man, see, there you go again. This is what I tell people all the time about tag teaming, Troy. Let that
What?
man, let that man work what he's working.
I
He said,
got you.
Martin,
I'm just saying I want to talk to the brother. I ain't say nothing else.
no, you want to bring Drew on here and then say, Drew, you remember, when we was talking about this? And I mean,
I
come
never
on,
spoke to
Troy.
Drew before. I never once spoke to him
Let me
before.
read his super chat, man. Martin was advised by Al Heyman to get that $8 million bag rather than fight Deontay Wilder for
It
less
was
money.
5.
Eddie Hearn paid top dollar for Martin. He took a dive, Troy. Appreciate that, Drew.
Okay.
He took a
Well, thank you
dive,
very
bro.
well. Thank you very much for that, Drew. Drew, you just supported my point about how one fighter, he was supported, and he had, and and his camp actually believed in him, because if Heyman and Finkel actually believed in the Wilder, they would have put more money in and got that Martin fight and got him a second belt. What you just said actually helped me. It didn't. It just proved my point. It
It
proved
didn't
my
prove
point.
anything. It just proved
Yes,
that
it did.
Drew provided you with the intel that you needed to understand how the whole Charles Martin situation played out. That's what I'm
Money.
saying.
It's
He
money.
took a
They.
dive, bro. He
It
took a
was
dive. He
money.
wasn't there.
No, I
He
didn't see
dived.
a dive in that fight.
Look,
I
look,
saw a
check
hell of
this
a
out.
right
He
hand.
dove in 2 rounds, and Eric Molina came around and dove in 3 rounds.
I can tell you who did take a dive though. Malik Scott.
I can tell you another one who took a dive too.
Malik Scott
Vladimir
took a dive.
Klitschko.
It was clear. He didn't even land a punch against Malik Scott, and Malik Scott went down like he was shot. Did not land a punch, and they show that in the replays. That punch never landed.
Okay, so we're talking about who took dives that people know that's in the Deontay Wilder camp, right? And just say for
He was in the ring with the man. He was in the ring with him.
yeah, he was in the ring with him.
I don't give a damn if he's in the camp with him right now.
Let's say, for instance, that you saying Malik Scott took a dive that
It's
day,
fact that he did.
that the day you had a migraine and you just talking, you can't really recollect on that day and time.
Well, that's a lie.
Is Bermain Stavern? Do you respect Bermain Stavern at the time that Deontay Wilder defeated him?
The first time, yeah, I did. The second time, he's just sloppy. He
No.
don't even look
Okay,
like
so
he
you
trained.
respect him for rematching Bermain Stavern, right? So he rematched Bermain, and
No, I don't.
Hold
I
up,
don't
because he
respect
said he had to give him a rematch because that was the only man to go the distance. So he went in there and blasted through him.
He should have gave him a faster rematch than that. He dragged that out for over a year, so he didn't do him any favors. He dragged
Over a
that.
year. We're in a pandemic
Yes,
right
he did.
now.
It was no
There's
pandemic
a
back
lot
then.
of
There was
fighters.
absolutely
That's a lot of
there was no
fighters not
pandemic
fighting
back then.
within a year, bro.
It was no pandemic back then. They fought
That's
years ago.
right. So you're talking about
No.
12 months. It don't matter because right
No,
now
I'm
we're
talking
in a
about
pandemic.
15, 16 months. I'm not talking about 12 months. He stretched that joint out for a good 15, 16 months before he gave that man a rematch. He didn't do him any favor.
Everything boxing and sports in the building. Salute to you. Appreciate your donation, my brother. Let me get to some of these while you on here. The link is in the chat. Jay Blue. Did you just say Vlad wasn't there to be a champion that night? I absolutely did. Vlad, who fought AJ, was a dangerous Vlad. The Pulev destroyer. Vlad nonsense. He didn't show up to win. Look, Vladimir didn't show up to win that night. He was there to be a dance partner.
Really?
Like I said
Really?
before,
That was one hell of a fight.
Jay Blues, if you can name one opponent that Vladimir faced outside of the Joshua fight, I'll give you a cool 3 bills today. Name me one opponent that's on his box rec that he fought. I want to hear his name, and I want to hear his record. Because if you cannot tell me, then why haven't he fought anybody else if he was there to win? He wasn't there to be champion. He was just there to be a dance partner to fill up Wembley Stadium for Anthony Joshua.
No, he was there to fight. That's why the fight is considered a great fight.
Hey,
He's no Malik
this gonna
Scott.
make you laugh, Troy.
He's
This
no
gonna make you
Malik
laugh.
Scott. He's
This
no Malik Scott. He was
Look,
just
this
there to
gonna
be
make
there.
you laugh, Troy. He found out during the fight how easy and
Hmm.
how soft a styrofoam chin that Anthony Joshua had, and he laid off. He said, "Oh shit, I can really knock this motherfucker out." So he was like, "Damn, I need to really lay back on this," and that's why he could have finished Anthony Joshua, but he didn't want to come back around for a rematch.
Really?
He
He
could have
could
took
have
the
just
belt.
finished him like that. Really? You
Absolutely,
know
because it
what?
was all over the place, man. Anthony
I
Joshua.
love your fairy tales because I watched the fight over and over. I didn't. I see. Here's the thing with me, man. You can say what you want. You say I hate and all that, but you can never call me no
Absolutely.
damn liar. You can't call me
No,
no damn liar
no. I
because I
mean,
watch things
it's not that
with an
personal.
honest eye. I watch things with an honest eye and I give an honest opinion. Come on, man. You throwing you saying the man he just showed up to show up, but it was a hell of a fight, right?
It's time
Right.
for you to make
No,
money,
he
Troy.
showed up
Name
to
the
fight.
opponent that he fought after Anthony Joshua. It's time for you to make some
He
money.
retired. He basically retired after
Exactly.
Joshua. You know that.
Exactly.
You know
Exactly.
that he hinted he
Exactly.
might come back. He even said it while he was in the ring. He doesn't know if he could get up like that again because he was training for 2 years. He said that. He said, I don't know if I could get up like this again. You know, I'm 42. I don't know if I get up like this
Do
again
you
to
think
really
he
train
just
like
felt
this
that way
again.
after the fight? He just didn't feel that way after the fight.
Yes, he did feel like that after the fight because
No, he
he
felt that way
trained for,
before the fight
listen to
too.
me.
He
I've
felt that
been
way
watching
before
them
the
since
fight
they
too.
came into the pro game, him and his brother, and they were boring as hell. That dude that I saw that night, I didn't even recognize that Klitschko that I saw that night because in all the years I watched him fight, I don't know what style he was fighting, but he has never fought like that. He was fluid, he was moving, and he landed, and that right
When I
hand that he
say
landed
he's full of
knocks out any
excuses,
other fighter that night. Any other fighter knocks
oh,
out any other fighter that night with that right
he's
hand.
full of excuses, and I
That's not
wonder
excuses.
why.
That's facts. Like this nonsense that Drew typed in here about the 8 million. That's an excuse. That's an
Hey
excuse
man,
right there.
back up off
Okay,
Drew's comment. That shit was
that's an
solid.
excuse.
That
It
shit
was
was
a
solid.
solid
Back up off
excuse.
his comment. Solid.
A solid excuse.
Mr. Boxing today said Parker chose to fight AJ, not Wilder.
Oh
Wilder.
my God, he
Hold
Parker
up.
and Wilder was
Respect,
talking
respect
before the
Mr.
AJ
Boxing
fight,
today,
man.
Troy. Respect,
Jesus
respect to
Christ,
this.
y'all.
Parker
Y'all
chose
look.
to fight AJ, not Wilder. Wilder even
No,
called out
no.
Parker on
Way before
Instagram
there
a
was
couple of times on the video.
okay. Listen, World Combat. Way before there
I
was a
have to read. I
Wilder.
have to read the members in the live chat, Troy. I get back with you. I got
I
to
got
read
you.
what they talking
I
about.
got you, man. Go ahead. Go
Drew
ahead.
say it wasn't about advising Wilder. It was about Heyman doing his job and advising his clients to do what's best for his pockets. You have any comment on that?
Whose pockets? Who?
Just read the comment. The comment right here. Let
No,
me
no,
put it up.
no, no. I don't. I mean, what is okay? It wasn't
It
about
wasn't about because
advising
he
Wilder.
was
It was
saying,
about Heyman doing his job, advising his client to do what was best for his pockets. So, okay, so how is fighting for a heavyweight championship, the second one, not good for your pockets? Why don't you break that down for me?
you talking about Joshua? Oh, who?
I'm talking about this man here, Drew, saying that
He said
Wilder
Wilder.
shouldn't have fought for the fought Martin. Or I'm guessing he's talking about the Martin fight now. Still,
Oh, how? Oh,
he
you talking about his other comment? It's not highlighted.
okay. How would it look if Heyman told Martin not to accept eight? Why would okay? You just you know what? That's a lot of minutia coming from you. He can't tell a man that he doesn't handle not to take $8 million. What are you talking about? And it wasn't eight; it was five. Thank you.
You
So what
sure?
exactly are you talking about? Yeah, what exactly are you talking about, Drew? If it all comes down to money, why didn't they bid higher and get Wilder that fight? Because they don't believe in him.
How many? At the end of the day, Drew. I mean, Troy. How many losses do Deontay Wilder have? One, right? So he has one loss, right? So therefore, Anthony Joshua, how many losses do he have? One, right? So let's understand one thing that happened in both of those fights. Okay, the towel came in on Deontay Wilder, but Anthony Joshua, he just flat out quit.
The referee stopped the fight on the
I'm
on.
talking
But
about
I didn't
Anthony
hear the
Joshua.
word. I didn't hear the word quit come out of nobody fight. I saw the
No,
referee
no. The
wave off the
referee was
fight.
talking to Anthony Joshua. The towel didn't
I
come
did
in.
I
He's
did not
speaking
hear the word
English.
quit come out of anybody's mouth in that fight. If you could show me where the word quit
No, I'm
came
talking
out
about
of
Anthony
somebody's mouth,
Joshua, his
I
mannerisms
am
from the
talking.
referee,
No, 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 no,
to
no,
the fighter.
sir. You said he
Joshua
quit.
quit.
I saw the,
He spit out
I
his
saw
gum
the
shield.
referee
He did
wave
not
off
want
the
to
fight.
reply,
I did
properly
not hear that
reply to the
man say
referee.
I quit. Okay, let's just
No, no,
say he
no,
quit.
no.
And let's just say he
not be
quit. Let's just
semantics.
say he.
Let's not do
No,
this
no, no, no,
semantic bullshit,
no,
dog.
no, no. That's actually what
He
you're
quit.
doing right now because
He
you can't
quit,
show me
dog.
anywhere where he said he quit.
He spit
Show me
his
where he.
mouthpiece out and
Show me
act
where
like
he
he did
quit.
not know English, bro.
Show me where he quit. Because
You
if
can look
he's a
at the
quitter,
fight. He looking
if
left to
he's a
right. He
quitter,
has both
if
arms
he's
up
a
on the
quitter,
rope
why did he give him a rematch that fast and beat him?
because
Because
they had to come up with an master plan.
While there's yet to step into the ring with Fury
No, no,
for his
no, no. You
rematch.
can't compare the
Yeah,
two,
thank
bro.
you. Thank
Don't do
you.
that, Troy. You can't compare
No, no,
the two.
no. That's a fact. That's
You
a
know,
fact.
it's a different type of atmosphere and environment and legality that goes along.
They go with you with excuses. Remember what you
No,
just
check
said?
this out.
You're a
Wilder,
mouthful of
for what
excuses
I'm
and
hearing,
no reason.
Wilder's not coming back to fight Fury. So I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a nice time at home. You're gonna get your whiskey and you're gonna say,
Wilder's
"Oh
not
man,
coming
I
back,
finally
period,
get
because he's
Tyson
retired.
Fury.
Wilder is
I finally
retired.
get Tyson Fury and freaking Anthony Joshua." That's what a lot of y'all want. Cool, but it's not
Wilder
going
is
to satisfy
retired.
your appetite, though. It's not going to
Wilder is
satisfy your
retired.
appetite.
Wilder is retired.
You keep on saying that, but I'm telling you, Troy, you just say things like that just to be
No,
a nuisance. That's
actions
all.
speak louder than words. And I'm telling you, by his actions, he's retired. He's just keeping you on the hook.
I'm telling you about the actions
Okay.
of AJ that he quit that night.
Right.
And they had to go back
And
to
he's
Eddie
such a
Hearn.
quitter. He's
Check this
such a
out.
quitter
He
that
had to
3
go back
months
to Eddie
later, he
Hearn.
fought the same
Eddie
man.
Hearn said, "Hey, Andy Ruiz, make sure you go to Golden Corral 3 times a week. Eat what the fuck
There
you
you
want.
go, the excuses.
Eat
Oh
what
my
the fuck
God.
you want, and then come over to
Prove.
Saudi Arabia
I
all
want you to
overweight,
prove everything you're saying.
so Joshua can get his
I
belts
want you
back."
to prove everything that you were saying.
I
Because
just
first,
proved
no,
it to
listen
you.
to me. No, listen
He said it
to me, bro.
himself. Andy Ruiz said he
Listen,
wasn't focused. He was spending money
listen
and
to
eating.
me, WorldCom, man. Listen to me.
He's
When it
one of the
came
most
to Martin,
garbage ass champions we had. Andy
okay,
Ruiz.
hold on a second. Okay, hold on a second, sir. When it came to Martin, you and Drew or whatever said, okay, hey, he was told to take the money, and that's why he didn't fight Wilder. Now, when it comes to Ruiz, you telling me that Eddie Hearn told this man to eat himself to 283 pounds, right?
Yeah, there probably was a conversation or two.
That was the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. Really, that's not true because you can't prove anything you just said. That's a bag of excuses, and
when a man is the first Mexican heavyweight champion, and he chooses to eat himself out of a condition. Look, he came in and made history, and then he could have put himself in a whole nother stratosphere if he did it again for a second time, defeated Anthony Joshua. But he sold out. He took the cash just like Charles Martin. He came in overweight. He didn't get shit done. He sold himself flat. That's why he's not going to be remembered in the Mexican community as one of those fighters that went in there and did something like won the titles and defended the titles, so they can respectfully put him in the history books as the first Mexican heavyweight, and he represented them well. He's not going to go down as that. He's going to go down as a guy who received a paycheck, went on a spending spree, and then went into the rematch with no intentions to win. He sold himself out, man. Seriously. He got another fat paycheck for coming in there to lose in Saudi Arabia. He was fat as shit. And then he ditches Manny Robles. Why? He got you to the dance, big dog. He got you to the dance. Man, this is all I'm talking about with Anthony Joshua. I'm done. He gets no more airplay right here.
I'm stuck here. I'm just listening.
I'm just saying, man, like what you need to do is start preparing for Anthony Joshua's next match. Because I'm actually,
can I be honest with you?
I'm actually putting money on Fury to beat his ass.
Can I be honest with you? If he beats Fury, then they have a rematch. He beats Fury again. He's out of boxing. He's gonna walk away because he has nothing left to do.
I'm glad you know all that. I hope you be there and with a fresh bouquet of flowers, throwing
he has nothing left to do.
Rose petals at his feet and said, "Thank you, sire. Thank you, sire. Thank you, sire." For blessing.
I only humble myself to those that are great. I only humble myself to those that are greater than me, and there's no man walking that is greater than me.
I don't know the way you talk about Anthony Joshua. You seem like you're a kowtow.
I've never. Again, you telling that lie because I've never. Again, you telling a lie. But keep on talking.
Joshua,
come on, man. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop
Joshua,
with the lying.
RD,
Stop it,
to
man.
bow in the company of
You're
the
not
good
gonna get
gracious
anywhere with the
Joshua.
lies, man. Because you can't prove anything you're saying, even about me, and I'm sitting
Man,
right
this
here
is
next.
not a conversation where I have to
I'm in
prove
the. I'm
anything.
in the. Yeah, it is.
Now you done fucked
Yeah,
up.
it is.
What's going on, Drew? How you
Yeah.
feel,
What's
Brian?
good? What's good? I got a
There
little
you
bit of
go.
time. Got a little bit of time. First and foremost, good evening to you, Troy. How are you?
How you doing, sir? How you doing? How you
I'm
doing? How
doing
you doing?
great. I normally,
Good.
I'm not into the debating thing on my channel. I just share my opinion, and if you like it, great. If you don't, there's the X button. But I'm showing some respect to the brothers. Calm
Mm-hmm.
conversation. This is what I'm into. What I was saying about the Deontay Wilder situation was at that time, Charles Martin got his strap by default. If I remember
Yes, he did.
correctly,
Yes, he did. He
the
did.
dude, he got the title because the dude like fell and broke his leg or some
He
weird
hurt his
shit,
back or something, right?
something weird like that. It was weird. So he ended
Mm-hmm.
up with the title, right? Eddie Hearn was in the business of collecting belts for AJ. At that time, at that
Mm-hmm.
time, I was really rooting for AJ. I liked AJ a lot as a fighter, and I still do as a fighter. I still do. I still like him as a fighter. I can't vouch for how Eddie Hearn and him have moved in between that. But that's a whole nother conversation. Um, what ended up happening was Eddie Hearn came and showed the money. And if I'm not mistaken, it was $8 million.
I
If I'm
thought it
not
was five.
mistaken, I thought it was eight. We could look it up, but I know it's a substantial amount. And I knew it was worth, AJ was worth more to Charles Martin than he was to Deontay Wilder. And that's a fact. So
How
Al
so?
Heyman,
How so?
because Eddie Hearn showed him the bag. Eddie Hearn showed him the bag. And at that time, if you remember, the big argument was Deontay don't sell seats. He ain't worth no money. He ain't got no fans. That was the argument. All right. That because I remember that clearly. And I would go back and forth with people. But what was clear at that time is that in the UK, AJ was that dude and he was generating a lot of revenue. And Al Heyman would not be doing his job as an advisor to Charles Martin to tell him, yo, look, he had a choice. Take the $8 million and go potentially try and beat this kid and get your 8 million or lose. But either way, you're going to get your 8 million because Eddie showed him the money because it was worth more for AJ to collect those straps because it's more of a bargaining chip. You understand what I'm saying, bro? So what happened was he told him, "Yo, I'm not going to tell you not to get it. Go get your bag." What I wish would have happened, what I wish would have happened, I wish Heyman would have told him, "Yo, look, stay your ass over here and fight Deontay Wilder for that strap." And Deontay Wilder would have been up 2 belts. But
Mm-hmm.
that wouldn't have been in his best interest as an advisor because he would not have gotten $8 million fighting Deontay Wilder. He was definitely going to get it fighting AJ. So he did his job impartially as an advisor and said, yo, bro, go get your money. And that's what he did. He went and got his money. And then AJ ended up with 3 straps. With Deontay only had one. So he had a bigger bargaining chip. He was a bigger sell on the UK. All right. Eddie Hearn, brilliant promoter. Although I can't stand him, he's a brilliant promoter. All right. And he had the whole UK behind him. And all we had to deal with over here was, oh, the guy from Alabama, which was code word. We all know what that is. The guy from
Covert for
Alabama.
what?
It was. You don't know
Covert
what
for
that
what?
was? I
What
believe.
y'all say? You calling him a nigga? You say you
Absolutely.
saying you calling him a
Yeah,
nigga?
yeah. How am I supposed to
I
believe that
didn't get
some
that.
guy from Alabama got $50 million? That was code, brother. That was code
Okay.
word. It was code,
You
and I
see,
didn't take comment to that. And we was fighting against the grain. I remember it like it was yesterday because to me it was. It was like yesterday,
we
and I
see
didn't
things
appreciate.
differently, but
We can agree to disagree on that.
yes,
But
sir. Yes, sir.
I know what that was, and I took offense to that. All right, and there was a whole lot of goalpost moving. I don't care to like get into all of that, but just to answer that question, I remember $8 million, and if you have two guys that you're working with, and you're promoting, we're not promoting. You got one guy that has the WBC strap, and you got another guy that you can put in the ring with him, but the guy can make money elsewhere. You would not be doing your job impartially as an advisor to tell that guy, yo, look, don't go get that $8 million. Stay right here just for the sake of the cause. Nah, fuck that. This is a business. You understand what I'm saying, bro? So he told him, yo, go get your money. And Charles Martin went and got his money. He did.
It's
He got knocked
funny.
on his ass, and AJ beat him up. That's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
AJ beat him up, but he left a millionaire. I remember, didn't he like fall off the wagon for a minute, started smoking weed on social media?
Yeah,
Something crazy.
He pretty much
man.
exhausted that 8 million. He was out of the sport.
Yeah,
It was 5 million. Joshua got paid 8.5 million. It was
whatever the case was,
Al
Al Heyman did his job impartially, and he told him go get your bag, and he did that, and that's what he did. So that was the story with that.
Right. But the reason why I wanted to speak to you, and the reason why I asked to come on the panel, I saw your interview with Sugar Hill, man. To be honest with you, and that was just the biggest amount of garbage I've ever seen. To be honest with you, once
Troy,
that man,
Troy,
let me
you
finish.
ain't doing that
What?
over here.
Boy.
You're not doing that right
Huh?
now over here.
Dude.
Look, that interview that he had with Sugar Hill, it's
Right.
it's up to him if he want to talk about it. But that's
Okay.
kind of
Oh,
cross
okay.
spreading people's shine right there. That was his shine.
Troy, let me say this.
Yes, sir. Go
There's a
ahead.
lot of people that are angry with that interview.
I'm not angry.
And no, well, I had half the UK angry at me. I got a bunch of death threats and all kinds of weird shit. All right.
Mhm.
And all I was doing was asking questions. And it's not my fault that Sugar Hill didn't answer the questions how people wanted him to answer. He's a grown ass man. He's former law enforcement like myself. And the truth be told, that man had a lot to do with it. And all I left him with.
For me, bro.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. You said something. You said that he didn't answer the question the way that people didn't want him to answer. He's a grown man. He answered the way he chose to answer.
I'm talking about the haters that had a problem with me asking questions. They have a problem with me asking questions. I'm entitled to ask the man questions. That's why he was there. And I asked him. I was very fair. I was very respectful. And all people did was chop up my interview, spin it, and give it to different fighters chopped up. By the time I spoke to Devin Alexander, he said, "Oh man, I saw you talked to him for about 4 minutes." I said, "Brother, it wasn't 4 minutes. That interview was 30 minutes." He said, "Huh?" He didn't even know.
I saw the whole 30 minutes. It was on your boy page, wasn't it, Fred?
Yeah, it's still
I
there.
saw the whole
Barbershop Conversations.
Yeah.
And I
I'm not
think
a big
that
fan of Fred at all.
everything that I asked him was fair and it was within lane. It was absolutely fair. You see, the problem here is people don't want to believe that there's cheating in boxing because it doesn't fit their narrative due to the fact that they have a personal bias towards Deontay Wilder, which I don't understand. All right. So I asked him very, very simple question. It had nothing to be, I didn't ask him anything about why do you hate Wilder, you being impartial, racial aspect. I didn't do all of that. The other callers did that. I stuck to the facts and I was looking for answers, and he didn't have legitimate answers. He didn't.
What did
neither did Mauricio Sulaiman. Well, you said, well, let me ask you. You said that you have a problem with you said that you have a problem with the interview. What was your problem with the interview?
No, I said it was a bag of garbage. That's what I said, actually. But
what was that? What made it garbage? What made it garbage?
I mean, the question is, to me, once it kept going on and going on, once that man said that he was in the corner and he wrapped his hands, he basically told you.
In what corner?
Basically,
I wasn't talking about the ring.
He was the he was the one who wrapped Fury's hands. I guess that's what the brother said. Okay. He handled that. So from there, you could have said then. I mean, basically, to me, he basically told you everything you needed to know.
And what did I say to him after that? And what did I say to him after that?
I don't remember everything word for word because it's been a while.
Well, you said it was garbage, brother. You got to come at me better than
but then it was you throwing out some legal issues at him that he should know.
What legal issues did I say exactly?
I don't even remember all that.
Brother,
all I remember
wait, hold on,
is just
I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead. Let
me stop you for a second. Let me stop you for a second. When you say that what I did was garbage, all right, you asked me to come on this panel. I have a little bit of time, so I'm entertaining it. All right. When you're saying that's something that I did, you have a problem with, you have to come at me with exactly what I said so I can address it. Right now, you're not doing that, my brother. You're not doing that. Now,
you're absolutely right about that.
I see this guy in the chat, Scotty. I see this guy in the chat. He said, "Drew full of shit, bro." No, nigga, you're full of shit. You're full of shit. Okay, see, this is why I don't do the debating thing, because a lot of people can't do it with me. You forget what I did for a living.
I
You
ain't a
forget
lot
what
of
I did
people.
for a living. And what I did for a living and exactly what Sugar Hill did it for a living. But you know what? Now that I think about it, Sugar probably didn't do it on a level that I did it. And what I did was elementary to him. And he told his truth. And what I said at the very end to him, I said, brother, if you honestly don't have anything to do with what we saw, then I'll take you at your word.
What did you
But,
see? I
but,
mean, you know, what did you see
but,
exactly? I don't get
but
what you saw.
I'll get to that. I'll get to that.
Hmm.
But I said, but I hope you understand the term in concert.
I remember that.
Okay, so do you know what in concert means?
I don't remember that. So go ahead and tell
Okay,
me
so let me
again.
explain what in concert means. Okay, you and Scotty walk into a bodega right here in New York. Scotty decides while you're trying to get your juice out the refrigerator, whatever. You go to the cash register. Scotty has his gun out. He blasts the store owner, takes the money, and runs. You walk out the store and you go home. The cops come to your door. They say, "Yo, what did y'all do?" What you mean? I ain't do that. Scotty did that. No, nigga, you were there. You didn't call us. You're getting charged in concert. You was there, you went home. You didn't pull the trigger, you ain't robbed nobody, you ain't take the money, but you was there. You walked in with him. We have you on tape laughing with him, high-fiving with him, walking up the block, down the block. You was with him all day. He went to the
You
bodega, he robbed the
collaborated,
bodega.
basically. You
And
collaborated.
at that point, you have nothing else to say. No matter what you did, you really probably didn't know that Scotty was gonna do that. You probably didn't know. You probably didn't know. But the fact that you didn't go to the police after it was done, the fact you didn't call, you're going to get charged in concert. That's what I told Sugar Hill. Now, getting back on what I said, I asked him, do you believe that there's cheating in boxing?
He said yes.
He said yes. So I said
Yeah.
to him, is Tyson Fury, well, I didn't say to him, is Tyson Fury cheating? Well, let me ask you, um, is Tyson Fury's record, is it clean to you?
I know at one point he was caught doping or something, but other than that, I don't know nothing
So you
else
don't
about the
know.
man.
Okay, you said you don't know. You
I
said you
just
don't
said I
know.
know he was caught doping
Okay,
and all
okay,
that sort of
okay,
thing.
okay. So now I'm here and I'm going to explain it to you.
Hmm.
Okay, are you familiar with the Josh McDermott fight?
The whole boar meat thing is what you're gonna get into.
No, I ain't even get to that yet. I said Josh McDermott, my brother. That was
Who is
years
that?
ago.
Who
Okay,
is that?
Josh McDermott, he fought him twice. All right, he fought him to
Who?
a standstill the first time. The second time, without getting into all the hoopla, because I'm pressed for time, he did some fuck shit with his gloves and skimmed the gloves. The gloves was fucked up. One glove,
Was
and I'm quoted. I will quote what was said about those gloves. These gloves, meaning McDermott's gloves, are designed to pretty much spare lives. The gloves that Tyson Fury picked were designed to kill people.
you
Look
said
it
it was
up.
okay? You said he skinned the gloves, which means he
That
took the
means the
padding
gloves
out.
were the padding was clearly manipulated, but he got
It was
Josh
taken out.
McDermott, yes, manipulated. But
How
what
is he still
happened
in
was,
boxing then? How is he still in boxing at
how's
this
he
point?
still in boxing? You tell me, brother. You
You
tell
tell me
me.
because you're the one who brought it up.
You tell no, brother. You tell
Because
me, because
anybody that does
that's
that
only
shouldn't be in
okay.
boxing
Okay,
and should
now
be
watch
kicked
this.
out of
He
the
shouldn't
sport.
be in boxing, right? What
No,
happened to him? What happened to him after the Vladimir Klitschko fight?
he quit because he quit.
He
I guess he
quit.
had depression and he wanted to get
Oh,
high or
okay,
whatever. He
all right.
quit.
So you don't know because you're telling me you guess. You guess he had
Go
depression.
ahead and
No.
tell me, man. Go
Okay,
ahead.
I'm
Go
gonna
ahead
tell
and
you
tell
what
me.
happened.
Go ahead.
He popped dirty, brother. And he didn't
Okay.
quit. He didn't quit for 2 years. He was thrown out of the sport for 2 years, brother. That's what
Okay.
happened. That's what happened.
Cool.
So all of this is making sense. All this is making sense now.
Right.
Not
Now
yet.
tell me what
Okay.
that has to tell me what that has to do with the second Wilder fight.
All right.
And
Well, I'm
tell
no.
me why they used the
I'm gonna
gloves
bring it
from
to
the
the
first
first. I'm
Wilder
gonna bring
fight.
it to the first, then go to the second.
Go ahead.
Because after
Go ahead.
he was thrown out, he ballooned up to 400 pounds or whatever, and he sold us this story that he was depressed and he turned
I'm
to
sure he was.
drugs. All right. You sure he was, right? And he was depressed. Now, what happens? Sidebar: when people say that they kick a drug habit, what does that usually mean, and what do they do to kick these drug habits?
They do a lot of different things, but go ahead and get to your point, man.
All right. Well, you asked me to get to the point, but I'm explaining to you. You asked me to come on a panel, and I'm explaining it to you.
Wow.
Because right now, what I'm getting from you is that you don't want to hear all of this. You want to just stick to the fact of win and losses.
I don't need you to explain, the whole drug thing with me.
No, I need you to, but I need you to understand. I'm paying.
Here's the thing, brother. I don't need to understand. I have a past. I don't really need you to explain drugs to me at all. I never took drugs, but I grew up with an addict. I don't need anything explained.
Okay, so all right, so did that addict go get legal help? I'm sorry, professional help?
Keep on going, man. Keep on going.
So what I'm asking you is, Tyson Fury never said he went and got real help. He just said he was on drugs. I think he's full of shit. He never went and got help. Did he dip and dab in cocaine? Absolutely. Did he go get legitimate help? No, he didn't. And he's a liar. He's an absolute liar. He's an absolute liar. Now, we agree. Now let's go to the first Wilder fight. All right, fuck that. Let's go to the second Wilder fight.
Either one.
Okay, yeah. Because it was the second Wilder fight, which made us go review the first Wilder fight. Have you ever seen a glove do what Fury's glove was doing?
What's that, flop?
Yeah. Have you ever seen it?
You said a glove. Yes.
You've seen that?
Yes.
Where?
I saw it in the Ali Frazier fight. I see it in the gym sometimes.
Brother.
No, let me finish. I see it in the gym sometimes when the gloves are not on tight enough, or when they get
wow, stop right there.
Sweat drenched or whatever.
Stop right there. Stop right there. Now, I want you to go look at all of Tyson Fury's fights, which are right here on YouTube, and point out the other fights where that's happened. Pick any fight. Pick anyone.
Wow. Why would I waste my time doing that?
Because this is how you prove your case. Because the work has been done already, bro.
I'm not trying to prove anything.
But you're asking me about Sugar Hill because I'm leading up somewhere. You asked me, you said that my interview with Sugar Hill was garbage, and you can't tell me which part is garbage. And right now, I'm asking you, because you know what it is? You know what it is? You think it's garbage because it wasn't fitting your feelings, brother. It wasn't fitting your feelings.
No, this don't have nothing to do with my feelings. It's just a lot of minutia, man. Just gonna get to your point.
Well, what do you mean it's minutia? But I'm asking you to point at the minutia. You can't even remember what I said in the interview, brother.
Okay, and I agree with you on most of that. But go ahead and get to your point, please.
Well, this is the point. I asked Sugar Hill specific questions. The questions I'm asking you, and you're saying I don't remember, I don't know. We'll get to the point. That's the same thing Sugar Hill was saying, and he was there. I'll give you another example. I'll give you another example. Did you see me speak to Mauricio Suleiman for 3 minutes? Did you see that?
Nah, I have no.
Okay, let me tell you how the conversation went. Brother. Because it's on Fred's channel too, Barbershop Conversation. Shout out to him. Yeah, let me tell you how. All right, well, good. Well, you don't have to be a fan, but that's where you saw it. But let me tell you how it went. I asked Mauricio. I said, Mauricio, who wrapped the hands? He said, I don't know. I said, Mauricio, who put the gloves on? He said, I don't know. I said, Mauricio, where are the gloves? He said, I don't know. But at the same time, I know where the gloves are. You know where the gloves are, brother? Want me to tell you?
I got a question for you once you're done.
The gloves are in Sugar Hill house. You know how I know? Because he told us. Now, Mauricio Suleiman didn't know where the fucking gloves are. Mauricio Suleiman, when we said, yo, what's going on with this motherfucker's glove flapping around, he called us stupid for thinking that there was cheating involved. But at the same time, I asked Sugar Hill, is it cheating in boxing? He told me yes.
Okay, Drew. Let me ask you a question, right?
Go ahead.
While the fight was in progress, the second fight with the floppy glove and all this going on, why didn't anybody in Wilder's corner say to the ref, go check his glove? Because it's not supposed to be doing that. Why didn't anybody say that?
The same way.
Why did they find all this information out after the fight? Why? I mean, because they could clearly see it, right?
Well, let me answer your question. The same way I didn't catch his glove flopping around in the second fight until 7 days later when someone brought it to my attention, and then I went back to the first fight. You weren't there, brother.
You weren't live.
Brother, what are you talking about? I saw the fight. Brother, you could look at it.
You weren't in the corner. You were not in the corner, were you?
Brother, it doesn't matter.
It does matter because they have a better view in the corner. What are you talking about?
No.
Oh my God. Yes.
No,
what are you talking about?
God ain't got nothing to do with it. Trust me, he don't.
Yes, he does.
Guess what? I didn't notice it in the second fight, but until someone brought it to my attention.
I'm talking about his trainers and his handlers in the corner.
When I saw it, I'm going somewhere. When I saw it, I looked at it. I said, that don't look right. I went back to the first fight. I said, oh shit, it was doing it in the first fight. Then I saw this interview with, guess who we was talking about earlier? Charles Martin. And at the end of the first fight, he said, yo, there was something wrong with his glove. I never seen a glove do that. Now, now you do know that Scotty here and myself, we talked to people in the camp. And when we say that there was foul play and there was a lot of shit going on in-house, we're not bullshitting. We're not bullshitting. That's all I'm going to say about
that. That's not the question I asked you. I said to me, you have cornermen and you have handlers in your corner that's supposed to watch out for things like this. You telling me nobody saw that until months after the fight or weeks after the fight? That's when everybody noticed it on tape?
All right. And watch
nobody
this.
Nobody physically saw it while it was happening?
I'm going to say someone saw it. And I'm going to say, if you look at the end of the first fight, I'm going to say someone saw it. I'm going to say, when you look at the end of the first fight, I watched Mark Breland walk off like he was in disgust after the first fight.
Okay.
Now you take that information, and you do what you want with it.
Glad you brought that up, because why would a man throw in the towel to stop him from getting beat if he had if his will was to see that man get hurt in the first place?
You got to ask Mark Breland.
No, I don't have to ask Mark Breland that.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Because I'm not in the corner.
I'm asking you.
Yeah, you do.
Huh?
Yeah, you do. You got to ask Mark.
No, I don't.
My name is not Mark Breland. I ain't throwing the towel.
I understand that, but
How about this?
Mark Breland's not accusing himself of anything. Wilder is.
How about this, brother? If Deontay Wilder paid me to train him, and I had direct orders not to throw in the towel, no matter how it's looking, I'm following orders.
Good.
Bottom line.
And then you could tell his wife and his family that if he would have ended up hurt or crippled. Okay? He did the right thing.
That's for him and his family to understand before he gets into the ring.
He did the right thing.
Again, we can agree to disagree, but he disobeyed a direct order and he got fired.
He disobeyed a prideful order because he knew something.
Who's the employer? Who's the employee? Who's the employer? Who's the employee?
We all know who is who already. I'm simply telling you that man showed him.
I work for you.
Showed him love and compassion. Let me explain something to you.
I don't care about
let me explain something real quick.
This is business.
Yes, it's business, but it's not your business to see that man get hurt permanently and then have to turn to his family and look him in the eye and say, "I had the means to stop him." I'm gonna tell you why that don't make a difference. I'm gonna tell you why it don't make a difference. I'm gonna tell you why it don't make a difference. Mark Breland took his ass to Europe and went and talk to those people, and completely took a shit on him. He took a shit on him. No, he didn't take no shit on him. He told the truth. Wilder slandered his name and dragged his ass through the mud.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Oh my God, man, he did.
No, he didn't.
He did.
No,
he called that man a snake.
No, he didn't.
He said he poisoned him. Stop it, man.
Yeah. So what? He believes that. And you know why?
Oh, wait a second. So he has the right.
Hold on.
He has the right to slander this man. But Breland don't have the right to stand up for himself.
How about this?
Where you from, man?
If it's slander,
where you from where you can't stand up for yourself?
I'm from the Bronx, New York. Now check this out.
I'm from the Bronx. You ain't from the Bronx like me.
Oh yeah.
I'm from the Bronx.
What part?
10467 is the zip code, brother. That's where I'm from.
All right, so you're not telling me what part. That's great. I'm 10475.
Parkside, Barker, Allerton Avenue, Gun Hill Road, all of that.
Yeah, we're very close. We're very close.
Okay.
All right, so it's not a borough thing.
Yeah.
It's not a borough thing. It's not a borough thing. So you ain't got to take it there. What I will tell you is this. He got fired because he disobeyed a direct order. That's why he got fired. He went over there and talked to those people. He went over there and took a shit on him.
This is after he was shitted on.
Hold on. If Deontay Wilder, you said the term slander, right?
I said shitted on. I never said slander.
No, I said shitted on. I said he took a shit on Wilder. You said Wilder slandered his name. He said after Wilder slandered his name. I said shitted on him. I didn't say slander since I've been up here. What the fuck?
Did I say slander?
Yes, you did.
Okay, then. Okay, fine. I said slander.
Okay,
I get heated and I forget stuff. But go ahead.
Okay, you said slander, so that's what happened. You said he slandered his name. Slander, you could sue over that.
Oh, you know what? Thank you for saying that, because listen to me.
You can sue.
Oh, okay. Hold on 1 second now. Let me get this straight. You could sue for slander, which I'm not disagreeing with you. But here we have two men now. We have Fury, who had the gloves and was trying to hurt Wilder, and we have Breland who tried to poison Wilder. Has he sued either one of them?
Have they sued Deontay?
Stop it with the double. Stop
Have
it with
they
the
sued
question and my
Deontay?
question with a question.
And, well,
Answer my question.
I can tell you right now. I can tell you right now. Well, I can't speak on certain things, but I know certain things.
Yeah, okay.
And there's reason why things are not coming
same.
about right now.
Good, Deion Washington.
Okay. Now now let me ask you this. You said slander. If they slander his name, Tyson Fury already said I could sue him for making those accusations. Where's the lawsuit? You said
where's Wilder's lawsuit?
But you don't know. You don't know. But just because you
none
don't
of us know, none of us know because it doesn't exist.
No, brother, you don't know.
No, you don't know either.
You
don't know either because let me explain something to you.
How do you know I'm not at liberty to say? How do you know I'm not at liberty to say?
Listen, you got two men that have physically harmed him, right? Physically harmed him, and he has done nothing to him. Nothing. He has the means. He has the evidence.
Do you know?
He has the money to take them to court.
Do you know?
And he has not taken them to court.
How do you know they're not?
Because he hasn't taken them to court.
How do you know that?
He hasn't taken them to court.
How do you know that?
Both of them said that he has not. They have not taken him to court. Has he taken them to court? No. So stop asking me how.
They're in mediation right now.
Mediation is over.
Just like
and that has nothing to do.
Just like there was two fights. Just like Tyson Fury had two fight dates. Remember that? He was supposed to be fighting Caballel. What happened to that fight?
That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
He's been announcing two AJ fights. How about that fight? Well, I'm painting the picture. This guy's a liar. No, brother, you didn't even remember what you're telling me. You used the term slander.
It seems like both of them are liars to me.
So if Fury felt
it seems like both of them are liars to me.
If Fury felt slandered, why didn't he sue Deontay Wilder? If Mark Breland said
Wilder knew that he put an egg weight and all this other stuff in his glove, why didn't he say we keep doing this?
Hold on. Speaking of egg weights,
Fury to court either.
I'll get back to. I'm glad you brought up egg weights.
I'm glad I brought it up too. Because his man JD's was sitting right there. Why is he still?
Yeah, JD's sitting right there. Right. Excellent. Why isn't Mark Breland suing him for slander? Why didn't he just say, "Yo, did you poison the water?"
We just went back and forth about who's suing who didn't sue.
No, dude,
nobody sued anybody. Get on with JD's now.
All that's coming about right now. All I'm hearing from you is a whole lot of baseball cap. It's a whole lot. You asked me about the sugar.
I ain't hearing nothing from you with minutia, man.
You asked me about. You told me it was a bunch of minutia with the Sugar Hill interview.
I know what I told you, but the fact of the fact, nobody got sued in this whole situation. This man has a bag of evidence, but he ain't suing nobody.
I said which part. You couldn't even tell me which part. You asked me.
You
said you didn't like the interview. You didn't like me. You didn't like the interview. I said which part didn't you like? You can't tell me which part. You're supposed to be ready, brother. You asked me to come here.
Yeah,
you're supposed to be ready. And you're
I
not
love
ready.
When you change the subject.
You changed the subject. I was building a picture.
That.
I had to help you.
You're not even really smooth with it either.
I had to help you.
You ain't even really. You're not helping me with the damn thing.
I am. Yeah, I am. I had to help you. You can't. You asked me to come here.
You know what you are, man. You wanted
to. And you wanted to talk to me about a Sugar Hill interview, and you can't even tell me which part of the interview that you did not like.
And a whole lot of attitude. But I'm not one of the cats.
This guy right here is just a pure hater. This guy's a pure hater.
There go the hate again. What did I say that was hateful? Where's that word keep coming from? What did I say that was hateful? I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing hateful at all.
I'm listening to you talk.
Y'all keep putting that word out there.
I'm listening to you talk.
It's just the responses that you give, that Troy.
That might be passionate, but it ain't no hate because I'm not talking negative about anyone. All of y'all quick to say hate, but you can't point out any hateful thing I've said. I've never disrespected this man or anything since I've been on here.
Come on here.
I'm talking about Wilder now.
You asked me to come on here.
And you said his interview was trash, so you have to explain what's the trash part of it.
Okay, with that, that on my part was just my brain not working right. Sorry about that.
When you get it right, we can talk about it again.
All I remember is, Drew, is your attitude and the same way you coming at me, the same way you came at Drew Hill. Same way you came at Drew Hill. Once he said that he wrapped his hands, you basically kept on calling him a liar.
Tell me what you want. Tell me.
I don't want you to sing, brother. That's one thing I don't want. Slip up words.
You can't slip up words with me, brother.
Yes, you can slip up words, man. This ain't
court. And you did it. And you said you didn't
do it. You ain't
no
judge, baby.
You did it. You said you do it, but I stood in front of many of them.
I'm not on trial. I'm not on
You
trial
acting like
nowhere
it.
up here.
You acting like it, brother. You asked me to come on here, and you talking about something I did
I
was
asked you to come on here
minutia.
so I can speak my
You
piece, but yeah,
okay?
it
You
is
speak.
minutia.
Well, you spoke. Yeah, okay, it's minutia. So what part of the interview is minutia? You said you don't remember.
Just
So
like this whole conversation is minutia.
conversation? Well, how are we having a conversation? You asked me to come on here to address a conversation I had with Sugar Hill, right? And I asked you what part of the conversation you ain't like, and you don't even know.
I did all of that. I can't deny. I did all of that.
Jesus Christ! All right.
I can't deny it. I just said I can't deny that.
Mhm.
I didn't like your attitude, just like I don't like it now. Because basically you were telling the man he's a liar.
I did, and he
He
is.
didn't lie to you about a damn thing.
How do you know?
He just didn't answer the
How do you
questions
know?
that you wanted him to answer.
How do you know?
Or how. I should say how you wanted him to answer them.
How do you know that he was telling the truth?
I watched the interview, man. I watched the interview.
All right, so what part was he telling the truth about?
He wrapped the man's hands. He never lost his. He said, I'm the one who wrapped his hands. And when you asked him about cheating, he answered that. Any question you asked the
What
man,
did I ask him about cheating exactly?
I believe you said is they're cheating in boxing. He said something to the extent of, I'm sure there is.
No, he did. Oh, Jesus Christ, brother. How about this?
I'm
Go back
guessing
and watch
that's
the
what he
interview.
said.
Go back and
It
watch
don't
the
matter.
interview.
It don't matter,
Go
man.
back.
What you
No,
do is
because you don't know what you're talking about, bro. You don't know what you're talking about.
No, you don't know what I'm talking about.
What you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm
Go
talking
watch
about.
the interview. What it is that you saw me in the chat showing my brother Scotty some love, and you wanted me to get on here because what you wanted to do was just vent. If you wanted to just vent, I could have just sat here and been quiet, and you could have just talked.
You cats over there are very disrespectful when you believe that you're right, but you.
I did not one time raise my voice. Matter of fact, the first thing I said when I got on Fred's platform was I said to him, I said, I'm gonna try my best to be as respectful as I can. I didn't yell. I didn't cut him off, not one time. And in fact, I had him stuttering. That doesn't not sound like a man that was very confident in what he was saying. And you missed the part, and I gave you a gem. I gave you a gem. You missed the part. You missed the part when I said to him, again, you missed the part when I said, if you had nothing to do with what I found and what everyone else saw, then I will take you at your word.
What did you see? I think I asked you that before, and you never said.
Did you miss that? What does that mean? What does that mean?
What did no,
when
Drew?
I said
what did
I will take you at your word? I just told you, brother, I'm not going to review it because you.
Okay,
Drew. You on here? You on the battlefield with a knife, and everybody got AR-15s.
Let me ask you a question, brother. Just let me ask you an honest question, right? The man said he did all that. He wrapped his hands, yada yada yada. There was Deontay's head trainer, the man who's paid to be his head trainer and the manager, was sitting right there watching everything. Why didn't he stop them from putting that weight in the glove? Why didn't he catch anything at all? He didn't even see the gloves flopping in the first or the second fight. So what's his purpose?
Nobody saw it.
Back up. You said one person saw it. You just lied. You said,
how did I say? No, I didn't lie. No, I didn't lie. What did I say?
You said one person saw it and then he went to Europe.
What did I say?
You said one person saw it and then he went to Europe and shitted on Wilder. Now you say nobody saw it.
Exactly. But I mentioned the one person that did saw it. You asking me. Now you asking me, why didn't I see it?
No, I never said why didn't
see it. I didn't see it until 7 days later.
I did not ask you if you saw it.
I didn't see it until 7 days.
Well, and you said nobody saw it.
I'm telling you, I didn't see it until 7 days later.
You don't matter. You weren't in the room.
What you mean? You asking me a question. I don't matter. You asked me to come on the panel.
I said, why didn't JD see all of this, man?
He didn't. How do you know he wasn't reprimanded? How do you know he wasn't reprimanded? Do you talk to anybody in Wilder's camp?
Reprimanded? Come on, brother.
Do you talk to anybody in Wilder's camp?
If he saw it, why didn't he stop it from happening before the fight even started?
Anybody in Wilder's camp? Because
Can I ask you, if he saw all of this, why didn't he stop it before the fight started?
Because I do. He didn't see it. He missed it. And
by the
way, do you stand on do you stand on everything that Mark Breland said in the interview with MTK? You stand by it?
No,
because you know what he said about JD's, right?
I don't. I would have to. I would have to talk to him and listen to him speak like I'm listening to you speak.
Did you hear the interview?
Yes.
Okay, so do you agree with it? Do you agree with
most of it? Yes.
Okay, so you heard what he said about JD's, right? Did you hear it?
Yes.
What did he say?
Yes.
What did he say?
He said he don't know nothing.
Okay, so if he don't know nothing,
he can't even wrap hands.
Okay, so why are you sending a guy that can't even wrap hands to go watch the hands get wrapped?
Hey,
Bam.
ask Wilder. Great question. Why was he in the room in the first place?
I just asked you a question.
No, you can't possibly be asking me that because I don't pay him to do anything.
I just did. I just asked you a
I
question.
don't pay him to do anything. Wilder pays him to do that. Why is he paid to watch it if he doesn't have the skills to it?
Who's the head trainer? Who's the head trainer?
JD's. JD's is Mark is the second.
But okay, Mark is the second. But Mark also said the man, he could have had a cast in that hand and he wouldn't have known. So if that aspect, why did he take his ass over there and watch the hands get wrapped?
Because he wasn't paid to. He wasn't paid to, and he wasn't told to. Remember, he had to be obedient.
Why didn't anybody say anything when the cameras were unplugged? Huh? Talk to me.
Now you all over the place.
So when I'm not, because I'm painting a picture. I'm painting a picture because everything was a grand scheme. Everything was a grand scheme. The fix was in, and I said,
I just want to thank you.
You're very welcome. You're welcome. And when next time you ask me to attend the panel, be prepared.
No. Ask me why I'm thanking you. Ask me why I'm thanking you.
I really don't. It's irrelevant.
Good. I'm glad you said it because I'm going to tell you. You just stated that he sent the man into the locker room who don't know nothing about nothing, but he pays him to be a head trainer and a manager. So why are you paying this man twice if he don't know nothing about nothing? If he can't catch anything,
why the fuck is Mark Breland get on a payroll for 13 years and he can't teach Wilder how to throw a jab?
It's not his fault that Wilder don't listen to him.
Why was
Wilder
he there
got
for
a
13
bunch
years
of yes dudes around him.
Why was he there?
12 years. It's 12
so why was
years.
he there for 12 years collecting the check?
How do you think Wilder? Let me finish. How do you think Wilder got the skills that he even got? It was Mark Breland that taught him the little he know when he was listening to Mark Breland.
So wait a minute.
It wasn't JD's or anybody else.
So when he went to the UK and did that interview, did he lie?
No.
He didn't lie?
No.
You sure?
I can say that I am, yes.
Okay, all right. So allow me to educate you, brother, and just listen. I just need you to listen.
You can't educate me, man.
Okay, I am, because you said you believe he didn't lie.
No, you can't, right? But you can speak, but you can't educate. Okay. Go ahead.
Put your ego in your back pocket. I'm about to teach you something. He said that Deontay Wilder doesn't jump rope. You can look on YouTube right now, Wilder jumping rope. He said that Deontay Wilder doesn't.
Now he does, sure.
That's a lot. Bullshit. That jump rope footage was taken by Ness from the Boxing Voice. It was 2019.
He said he don't run either, right?
Bullshit. He swims. That's how he gets his cardio.
That's not running. Do you know anything about boxing? That's not running.
Dude, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I do box. What are you talking about?
That's not running.
He said he don't hit the bag.
That's not running.
He said he don't jump rope. That was a lie. He said he don't hit the bag. That was a lie. This video of him hitting the bag. I speak to Tate Jones. Tate Jones said, "Yo, what is he talking about? He does hit the bag."
I understand exactly. I understand exactly.
So so hold on. So he lied twice in one interview. He
didn't lie twice.
Yes, he did.
Just because you see him hitting the bag in one video and jumping in rope in one video does not mean he does that consistently. Thank you.
So he didn't say he jump rope sometimes.
Me,
he said he don't. He didn't say he jumps rope sometimes and sometimes he don't. He said the man don't jump rope. That's what he said. And that's
he doesn't do it consistently. He does not.
How do you know you're not there? I'm going off of what I see.
You know how I know? Again, it goes back to the fundamentals. If you're not running, you just said he ain't running. That's a part of the sport to build up your legs, build up your cardio and all that. He don't run. You just said that. You don't know. You just said he didn't.
You don't know. You know how I know? You want to know how I know? I just asked you. Do you talk to anybody in this camp? You said no. I do.
I'm talking to you.
I'm
talking to you.
Yeah, and I'm telling you. I'm telling you I do.
You my source who just said he doesn't run.
You're my source that you don't know shit. You don't know. I'm telling you.
You're absolutely right. I don't know shit.
Exactly. So you don't know shit.
You just said he didn't run.
I'm telling you.
You just said he doesn't run. He swims.
I'm telling you he gets his cardio in. I'm telling you he hits the heavy bag.
Yeah,
I'm telling
in the pool. That's not running. That's not running.
It don't matter. The Mark lied
of course it matters. Obviously it matters. His legs are skinny as hell.
Mark lied twice. So now you want to talk about his body parts. Scotty,
everybody lies, man. I lie. You lie.
So now everybody lies.
I lie a couple of times a day.
That's your defense. This is the Eddie Hearn conversation.
No, it's not a defense.
Be like,
what I'm saying,
all promoters lie. So you saying that he lied?
What I'm saying is Mark Breland has no reason to lie about anything. If he said that he didn't jump rope, he didn't hit the brag and all that, I know. No, I do not. Never met the brother. Thank you very much. Just like I never met you.
Mark Breland stuck around and collected a check for 12 years.
He didn't teach Wilder nothing, right?
Goddamn thing. That's
He
what
didn't
he
teach
said.
Wilder nothing, right? So, how did he learn?
He came in there and threw him on the
How
bus.
did he learn the fundamentals that he
I know
had?
the man lied twice.
Who actually taught
Scotty,
Wilder the stuff that he does know?
Yo,
Who taught
listen,
Wilder
bro.
the stuff that he does know? And Mark Breland didn't teach him shit.
I would say this has been real. This has been an extreme waste of time. Yo, Scotty, man, much
I'm
love to you,
asking you a question before you jump out
brother.
and say,
Bro.
and say the
I told
bullshit
you.
you're going to say.
I've
If
already
Wilder
given you
didn't
about an
teach him
extra
nothing,
15 minutes of my time that I didn't
I'm
even
sorry.
have.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Hey,
If Mark
just
didn't teach him
continue
anything,
just
how did he
continue
get to
on
the
his
heavyweight
panel there, Troy.
championship?
Troy,
Hey,
just
bro.
continue on his panel.
Yeah, all right, bro. This Scotty, much love and appreciation, brother. This is why I
I
don't do
appreciate you
debates,
pulling up that
because
Drew
10
School,
times
man.
out of 10, niggas ain't prepared.
I ain't no nigga,
prepared.
brother.
Yeah.
I ain't no nigga.
Well, brothers ain't prepared. How about that? Brothers ain't prepared.
Okay, thank you.
Brothers ain't prepared.
I ain't no
okay?
nigga, man. I didn't disrespect you. So you gotta call me no damn
my bad, brother. My bad, brother. My bad, brother. Brothers ain't prepared. Brothers ain't prepared. All right. In the future, when you have a problem with something that I did, have all the facts so we can address it. All right. I can't ask you. You can't tell me you don't like something I did.
And the same for you, sir. Same for you.
But I didn't call you invited me here. I didn't invite you anywhere. You invited me here. That's not how this works. You invited me here. All right, I already given you an additional 15 minutes of my time that I really didn't have. I got something else to be doing.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Have a good night.
Yeah, great. It's been real, Scotty. This is why I don't do it. You heard?
Yeah,
all right,
for sure.
In the future, how it's supposed to work is if you have a problem with something that someone did, you got to have all the facts so I can address it.
You absolutely right. And
we went from the Sugar Hill interview and everything else.
Right.
I was trying to bridge a gap. I was trying to bridge a gap as to why I think Sugar Hill had everything to do with what was going on. And on the grand scale, and he didn't do it by himself, and that's the point I was going.
Right there,
and just to be clear, Troy, you asked for him to come on the panel twice,
and I just apologized, so didn't I? Welcome back.
So don't blame me for anything. You asked for him to come on the panel,
and he came on. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I'm just saying.
Thank you. You came on. Thank you. Much respect for that. Much respect for that. Much respect. But I'm sticking to what I said. Thank you very much. You have a good night, man. Ain't no hard feelings. It's still a bag of garbage to me, but you have a good night.
Bro, I'm in co-op. You
in Co-op City? Okay.
Yeah, we can get up. No, seriously. Ain't no beef. We can get up.
I'm in Baltimore right now. I don't live in the Bronx no more. I'm in Baltimore, man. But I do frequently go back home and visit family and friends. And I'm also Jamaican, man. I got an auntie that cook like she cooking for an army, man. So if I'm ever there and I get to know you, you come into auntie house and she'll pray with you, and then we'll eat, and then we continue this, and we'll feed you, and then I'll tell you to shut the hell up and get out of my auntie house.
I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that. Now, brother, listen carefully. Now, watch this. Watch how I take lemons and make lemonade.
Go ahead.
You see this? Watch this. I'm talking to the chat right now. You see how we respectfully disagree on this? We still brothers. We still brothers.
We passionately, respectfully disagree. Y'all ain't got no problem with you. I don't hate you with a bus or nothing. So we all good.
Disagree. we ain't talking about shooting, killing, because it ain't even that serious. It ain't even that serious.
Listen to me. I'm 50. I'm a father and a grandfather. I got too much to live for.
There you go.
I'm not giving you my life. I'm sorry.
There you go. And it's never that serious, brother. I love you. You understand? It ain't never that serious.
I ain't gonna tell you I love you because you be wearing tight ass tank tops, bro. Sorry, man.
No, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. But let me tell you something. We need us brothers and sisters. We need to say that to one another more often. It's not beef. This is just sports. Now, and I'm saying that to the chat because I know there's motherfuckers in there scheming and plotting. You understand?
Whatever.
They're scheming and plotting. You heard? I'm looking at the chat. I see it. You know what I'm saying? When me and Scotty first met, it was rough, but I'm here. You understand? It's all love. It's all family. It's all love and appreciation. You understand?
All right.
That's all this is.
I had the same conversation with Tay. I had to say it, and I ended it the same friggin' way with Tay. I told him stop pointing his fucking finger at people that was disrespectful. We had a good laugh about that. I don't hate y'all. I don't hate none of y'all. It's just that if I feel something's wrong, I feel like I can bring it to bear and have a conversation with somebody. And if they're not ignorant, then as soon as you get ignorant, you want to threaten me and carry on, I'm going to ask you a simple question. If you're going to kill me, you basically telling me that you don't value your own life because you've thrown away your life for mine.
Thank you.
Right?
And it's never that serious. Not over no athlete. It's not that serious.
Hell no. And I'm
It's never
six
that
foot.
serious.
I'm 6'1", 260. How you plan on disposing of my body? You ever thought about that?
It's a
No.
lot
Did
of
you
weight
plan
to
for
pick
that?
up.
No.
Hope they need help.
Huh?
They need help. They need help lugging the body around. You dig?
I'm not giving you no damn ideas, man. Get off the live, right?
It's never that serious. Yo, look, one love to you. One love to Scotty and who's the brother down there? Dion is his name?
Yeah, Dion. Yeah.
Much love and respect to you, sir.
One love, bro.
And,
Appreciate you pulling up. Salute to you.
salute to all of y'all, fam. Stay blessed.
Man, you too, Drew, man. You know, I hear you a lot on for none, bro. And you know, I was just sitting on the sideline chilling, bro. I'm just waiting on the next conversation, man.
No doubt. And that's all it is, brother. It's all it ever will be is a conversation. That's all.
Now, Fred is the only one I can't shake Fred's hand because he wished death on me. I can't shake hands with Fred.
Jesus Christ.
Nah.
All right. On that note,
nah.
y'all stay blessed, man. Y'all enjoy your weekend.
Yeah, okay. You have a good night, man. And
right,
look, you need to buy some tank. You need to buy some tank tops that fit, Bama. The hell you walking around with them titty tight tank tops, bro?
Listen, man.
Look,
I only know
looking like Howard Hewitt Jr. up in here, boy.
Yo, take this here. I'm trying to get on stage next summer. I'm trying to get on stage. Matter of fact, it's chest day tomorrow. That's how I do it.
Okay, you could have kept that to yourself. You could have kept that to yourself.
I'm gonna get the fire. I ain't fucking with y'all. I'm out of here, yo. Later, y'all. Later.
Anything else, Troy, since you have caused mayhem and Blue Blood Sports? Hey, Blue Blood Sports TV in the building. Salute to you. Appreciate you pulling up.
Okay, there's Blue Bloods.
Trick Noty in the building. Salute. Andrew Charles. What's good? Jay Blues. Dion Nicholson. My brother, how you feeling?
First of all, let me say this to you. Are you finished? First of all, before I say something and shut up.
Well, you about to leave the chat there, Troy, because
yeah,
we don't have all the Deontay Wilder conversation we gonna have tonight.
No, what I'm saying is, hey, I didn't mean to take over nothing. Things just happened the way they happened. Thank you for the time. I didn't mean any disrespect at all. Huh?
I said, hey, he must be feeling himself. You called him out the live chat twice, dog.
Well, I'm being honest with you. That's if I have something to say, I want to deal with it up front. I don't want to, that's how I am. And I'm face to face the same way. I'm not playing a character here. This is the real me. I told you I was 50. I don't play characters no more. I'm too old. Right?
Okay.
But
I mean, I got
anyway,
it.
Anyway, look, if you want me to bounce and shut the hell up, I can do that. Huh?
During the dialogue, you was moonwalking a little bit, so I want to make sure your ankles wasn't hurting.
Yeah, okay.
Do
I look like Leroy from Fame to you?
No, I'm just saying, man. I don't know why Leroy would be on your mind, but goddamn it, why you bring him up? That dude, damn. I can tell you what, it's a lot of Leroys in this damn YTC. I can tell you that.
Why don't you let the other brother speak, man? Because my throat is parched.
I mean, your conversation was strictly about Deontay Wilder, though, man. So I'm just asking, do you have anything else to say? Because I'm about to chop it up on a whole nother different topic. I appreciate you pulling up, though. You have anything else to say?
No. But I'll listen to the other topic, man. I'm just gonna be quiet. I'll go ahead and listen to the other topic.
What's going on, Dion? How you feel, bro? You still there?
Yeah, I'm here, man. I'm just chilling, man. Just waiting to chop it up with you, man. I had made some time, to get away from the campaign, and I told you when I make time, I'm gonna drop in, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and put you in the background so me and Dion can chop it up. We got some stuff to take care of, Troy. Hey, matter of fact, I gotta tell you, appreciate you pulling up, and everything, and we good, bro. Don't worry about anything else. We good.
All right. Well, all right, man. I'm going there. Thank you, man. I appreciate you.
Gonna get that address. You dropped the address to you said your grandma's house, auntie, something like that.
Auntie in Brooklyn, man. She cooked.
So I'm coming by to give me about 2 plates and 1 to go.
You don't need oxtail and curry goat and all that, man.
What? 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 Huh? What? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah,
All
man,
right, man.
I
All
appreciate
right,
you,
man.
man.
You have a good night, brother.
All right, have a good one, bro. Man, what's good? How was your day, bro?
Man, it was good, bro. Just just ready for tomorrow, bro. Man, you know, uh, get a good get a good double card tomorrow with Showtime at ESPN, man. A good lineup of fights, you know. AB, man, AB is AB again. You know, they had to restructure the contract and contract it out at the welterweight limit. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'm still eager to see what he's gonna do, man. I hope he show up, man, because you know, Junior got at me the other day. He loved them Ohio guys, bro. But you know, I can't get up for AB like I've been doing, man. Because every time I get up for him, he let me down. But I'm eager to see what he's gonna do, man. I hope he does. I hope he shows up, man, because I really want to see AB on the big stage again in a big fight. I just concerns me with the 146. But you know, I just hope he shows up and let his hands go.
I could have told anybody it was gonna take him more time to lose that weight. You just can't jump in training camp, man, and you like 30 plus pounds overweight. Nah, it's just not gonna come off like that. You're not gonna share it like that, especially with alcohol. So, um the good thing about it, Dion, we have a fight tomorrow.
Oh
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? We have a fight. And I'm looking forward to that Robert Easter and Ryan Martin fight. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one too. I think that's gonna be a nice one.
Oh yeah, man. I think Ryan Martin's gonna bring a lot of intensity. You know, both of them got that one. You know, they're just trying not to make it a two right there. So, E Bunny came in at 139 and three quarters. Ryan
Mm-hmm.
Martin came in at 139 and a half. So both of them look like they're in good shape. So you know, I'm really ready to see these guys, man, because you know, E Bunny's been on the sideline a lot,
He
and I'm
got the
just
experience though. He has
yeah,
that
he does have
championship
the experience.
experience.
Does have the experience, but you know, the last couple times we've seen E Bunny, man, he just haven't looked like the E Bunny before Mikey.
I agree, man. I agree with you on that. Like, I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure why he's not being more active, man. I know he want more for his career, but
Yeah.
I just don't know why he's not trying to push for it. But he come in here and have a pretty solid performance, then we'll know he back on track, man. He can be a threat in that division. But I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna get tomorrow for real. I just don't know, man.
I just hope we get the best E Bunny available. The reason why I want to see E Bunny back in this 140 mix, or the you know, whatever mix he's gonna be in, man, it's just because we just need quality fighters that's been at the top, that's been champions, that's, you know, and then at the same time it's looked like he's gonna be campaigning at 40. And you know, 40 really isn't that deep outside of the top 4 or 5 guys. So it needs some guys mixing it up right there at 140. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how he looks, and I hope he give us a good performance.
Yeah, for sure, man. The one thing I just want to see out of Adrian Broner, to be honest with you, is just a performance that we haven't seen in his last 3 fights. We want to see it rejuvenated. And being that he weighed in the way he did, hopefully, he's more healthier because if he would have really had to get down to the true weight, it would have been a different story. But, see if he's healthy and he's willing to give us a different look this time. I hate saying that same motherfucking chorus, but I really want to see him put his combinations together. I do. I just want to see that old Cam man, that beautiful Adrian Broner when he started to really light up his opponent and he acrid as shit.
Yeah,
That's the AB I want to see, man.
man. I just, even going into that Maidana fight, I really didn't see Maidana taking everything that he's taken out of Adrian Broner. And 4 or 5 years later, it's just disappointing, man, because the Cam man when he was telling his pops to brush his hair,
Mhm.
the fake proposal to old girl, making her brush making her brush his hair. We don't get charisma out of AB anymore, man. And that's the AB that we grew to love. And I want to see him get back to that, bro. I really want to see AB get back to that. But you know, it's looking like his last chance, man, because it's hard to promote a guy with 5 losses. It's hard to promote a guy with 5 losses. And he's not Emmanuel Augustus Burton that's just, you know, gonna come in and give you an exciting fight no matter what that you just gotta see. You're tuning in to AB just because it's AB. So you know, if you know, Showtime is making them put up a shut up at this point.
Yeah, man. We'll see how it goes. Doc. I have confidence that something will happen. You know what I'm saying, Dion? I think AB at this point, he has to go in there. He's forced to. He has legal situations that he had to attend to. That's why I'm wishing him that success, man, to go in there and kind of consummate these legal situations after the fight. And then so we can see him back in here, you know, in better shape, maybe about 3-4 months from now. He needs to stay active because if he don't stay active, he's going to be right back out there gaining weight again. So I would say 2 more fights after this for Adrian Broner, if anything, you know, if it's possible. But I think the fight people really want to see, and I got a little cash on that. My boy is Oscar Valdez. I'm going for Oscar. I know a lot of people going for Burchell, but I think that fight right there might steal the weekend, to be honest.
That's a big comment, Scotty, because I really think that Otto Wilder Brazil is gonna steal it. Because I think Brazil is on his last leg and he's gonna have to show up, bro.
So what if Otto Wilder goes in there and stopped him?
I told you that on Monday. Because you asked me, you was like, man, you really think Otto Wilder is gonna come in and do Brazil? And I was like, yeah. I think I mean, because you got to look at it. If Otto Wilder comes in and take care of Brazil, Otto Wilder elevates his name. And then at the same time, if you're fighting on Showtime, you pretty much going to get a lot of the PBC heavyweights. So that opens up the door for him, a Hellenius fight, you know, a Charles Martin, any other PBC heavyweights, man. And I think it's just a prime opportunity for Otto Wilder. And, you know, every time we've gotten up for Dominic Brazil, he hasn't shown up. He hasn't.
I mean, because he only has 2 losses. He's been knocked out by Joshua and Deontay. Yeah,
and then even when he fought Gerald Washington, he really didn't show up. You know, he got the W, but he got it.
So you saying Otto Wilder defeats him and catapults him? Robert Hellenius, if I'm not mistaken, he's due to face Andy Konoski. So that's gonna be a damn good fight because Robert Hellenius stopped him the first time. So that's gonna be a
damn. Oh, they gonna get the rematch?
Yeah, they about to have a rematch.
Slide in and get the winner of that.
Yeah, that'll be a good fight.
You know, or they throw him in there with an FA jog bar for some food, or you know.
I don't think they're ready to feed him to FA jogger yet. You know what I'm saying? I want FA to be fed to Deontay as an appetizer. I want them to go ahead and goddamn, you know, put him in a bowl with some sauce and serve him to Deontay for the appetizer. You know, and then he'll fight Andy Ruiz. You know, serve him as a tune-up. He talking all this shit that he's ready. Okay, let's see if you ready. God damn it. You know, be the first one he fight coming back. You know, I don't think you're gonna like it, FA.
No, he's not.
Talking all that shit.
Because you let who is that? Kajanu. You let Kajanu throw some shit from left field and catch you and drop you.
After you had him hurt. Come on, boy. Blue say, I truly hope AB gets back to the top. Yeah, man, we all hoping AB, you know, does his thing this weekend. You know what I'm saying? We're definitely looking forward to that. Because when it comes down to it, you know, AB, everybody has this same statement they want to place on him. I want that shit to go away this weekend. You know, AB let his hands fly. He looked comfortable in there. And, you know, he fought smart. Get the win so you can get paid again. You know what I'm saying? That's my bar. Get the win so you can get paid again. Because he need the money.
Well, I need him to make weight if he's going to get paid. I'm just
I
gonna be.
mean, when you reconstruct the contract, you're still going to get paid though. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? If there's no options in the contract, then yeah, your pay may be deducted. But if they was even to renegotiate, I'm curious to know if any money was deducted from Adrian Broner to
yeah,
make that change.
yeah. I mean, what I'm saying is, as far as making weight to get paid, whether you campaign at 40 or 47, you still got to make weight. And then at the same time, if you are given a big name, whether it's a Regis or anybody at 47, which I will hope he stays away from 47. I would really love to see him go back down to 40. And I would really like for Mikey to go back down to 40. Because, I mean, you got all these big up-and-coming welterweights. Mikey, you're not trying to fight none of them. So go back down to 40. I like Mikey versus a Josh Taylor or Jose Ramirez or even a Regis, or anybody at 140 that's decent. I just think Mikey is wasting his career at 47 at this point. But be as it may, we talking about AB right now. AB, you got
you make a solid point, man. About Mikey. His last opponent was Jesse Vargas, right? Don't nobody care about that. But if he wants some more names that's gonna brighten up his career right now, I agree with you. Stepping down to 140, and there's some good names down there too. Regis, absolutely. He looked good in his last fight in San Antonio. I don't think he's gonna come close to touching a Ramirez Josh Taylor winner. I don't think so. I don't think he's touching any of those belts. But yeah, it's plenty of names down
even
there.
Even if it's not that, okay, you go back down to 40. You can possibly go on the UK bomb bash. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm looking
like that, but I mean, you can go and get those UK guys. Everybody else is going on the UK tour, so go on a UK tour.
To be honest with you, Dion, Mike Garcia has nothing else to prove as a 4 division champion unless he wants a 5th division, which is that welterweight division. I'm telling you, Mike is going to try his best to earn a 5th division title. That's all he's trying to do is find the right one. That's what he's trying to do, bro.
It isn't a right one, and if you look at all of the sanctioning bodies in the top 5,
he can slide in there just like your Dennis Uga slid in there. Like that's the way he can slide into a title.
He won't beat Ugas.
No, I'm not saying I'm
okay. Go come out on the email tip.
Yeah, on the email shit. Like if he get high enough, it depends on what happens with Dennis Ugas. Is he gonna face Errol Spence or what? But that's how Mikey Garcia can get a title in that WBA, ranking that sanctioning body of the WBA.
Looking at the rankings, that'll be hard because with the WBA you got Ugas as the super champion, you got Virgil Ortiz as the global champion,
gold champion, yeah,
gold champion, and then you got Jamal James at number 1.
No, I'm just saying not right now per se, but I'm just saying if he hang around enough, there's going to be some shifts happening at the welterweight division.
Oh, some guys moving up.
Yeah, in the next several months. I mean, come on, man. Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence is not going to be holding up this division for the longest of time. It's going to be some moves being made. We just have to wait to see what the latter months of 21 brings us. You know what I'm saying? Because okay, if Errol Spence is going to face Dennis Ugas, okay, let's get that out the way. And then Terrence Crawford, if he faces Manny or whoever, boom. Now let's see what's next. If they still ain't talking about fighting one another, then fuck it. I mean, let's totally look at something else in the welterweight division.
Yeah, I agree, man, because you know what I've been saying for the longest, and I'm pretty much sticking to it, man. I like the top level guys, but I'm gonna get to where I just want to be engaged with the prospects coming up, and once they get a title, I found another prospect to get into, man, because it seems like once these guys get titles, man, seems like the light switch flip and everything just go haywire.
Yo, man. Hey.
And then even with these guys becoming novelty fighters in their prime, I'm sick of that too. How you become a novelty fighter in your prime, or on the way up in Ryan Garcia's case, you're trying to become a novelty fighter right now. What is that about?
I couldn't tell you, but I know boxing is all over the place when it comes to, certain specific fighters that we thinking is going to, fight each other. It doesn't happen. Certain fighters just running amok, just doing what the hell they want to do. And I'm wondering why no one is just like holding them to a specific fight and say, okay, this is where you're going to fight. It's just like, Ryan Garcia is just fucking everywhere, playing around like it's a circus. Gervonta Davis is a curious one right now because like I mentioned earlier, he's not fighting 130, 135. So health-wise, the easier route to go would be to the right and move up to 140 and fight for a regular title up there. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll be tough. It'll be difficult for me to just co-sign off. He's moving down to 26 and fighting somebody like Gary Russell Jr. at 126 pounds.
So you see him fighting a Mario Barrios or somebody like that?
Absolutely, because Mario Barrios was on his undercard.
Yeah.
When he knocked out Leo Santa Cruz. He can beat he can beat Barrios. Believe me, he can beat Barrios, and I think he'll stop him too. So that's how easy it is, man. Like Floyd Mayweather is just maneuvering Gervonta Davis. So if he gets Barrios, he'll stop him. Because Ryan Call was giving Barrios some work when he fought that night. He ended up knocking Carl out, but he's a slow fighter.
I agree. I mean, I'm just ready for tomorrow, bro. It's an all day extravaganza for me because me, I'm gonna watch everybody anyway. You got the DAZN card that comes on earlier that day. That starts at 1:30 our time. 1:00 our time. Well, 2:00 your time, but 1:00 our time in Central Zone. Then you got the late card with the ESPN and Showtime. So it's gonna be an all day thing for me, man. And I'm looking forward to all these fights. But I'm really curious about the Otto Wilder, man. I really think Otto Wilder he's gonna pull that right hand out, or that same overhand left he cut Fury with.
Man, if Dominique Brazil don't have it dialed in and calibrated, to move his head either left or right or front, back, man, I'm gonna be upset because Deontay knocked him out in 2 minutes and 17 seconds. So if Otto Wilder goes in here and stop him early, man, he just need to stop. Mitch, he said Mikey getting $7 million to fight at 147. Fuck 140. Top rank had it on lock. Mikey looking for a fifth division. Yeah, man, he looking for a fifth division. And Mikey is getting paid well. That's the whole reason why he was out the sport for 2 years. He was releasing himself through the courts to get away from Top Rank. So he was doing real estate, everything. I respect Mikey for what he did. You know what I'm saying? He sacrificed his career so he can come back and get that money that Mitch is talking about right now. So I respect the man for what he did.
I did that, but I'm just asking the question, being devil's advocate. Okay. Even when you were a champion at 140 and you move up to 147, do you still keep your emeritus status? Because I feel like he could possibly pull that, and then how Mauricio is with his with his fellow Mexican brothers. He makes ways for him. So I'm just asking out of curiosity. That's the only reason I even mentioned that.
Well, Garcia is an American.
Well, he's Mexican American, but you know how that goes still.
Yeah, you say that shit to the wrong one. They're like,
hey, well,
let's be clear. He ain't born in Mexico. He born over here. It'd be a whole nother thing. But Mauricio Sulaiman can work out some type of avenue. He is going to work out some type of avenue for Garcia. I'm telling you, it's just going to take time. Garcia still has a little bit of time left. He's going to wait for that gold or the world title, like that regular title.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be it. That's just going to be it, man. I don't think it's going to be any other sanctioning body besides the WBA. You have Virgil Ortiz is stepping in, and with that fight. He's the gold champion. Sooner or later, you're going to have Ugas. Man, it's only a matter of time, man. I'm serious. It's only a matter of time.
Okay. And then, because Mikey is currently number 4.
Yeah.
And, him and Virgil Ortiz could do a real big fight in Texas.
Yeah, they can.
They really could. But will DAZN foot the bill?
I don't know, bro. I mean, 1 minute it seemed like DAZN have the money, and the next they don't. I don't know. Because I just want them to be consistent. But when it comes to DAZN, man, it's only certain fighters that I look at that they're really going to pique the interest of them really getting that money for. You know what I'm saying? Whenever they need the big fights, they're going to get that money for. Yeah. I don't think Andrade is one of them.
No, he's not.
That he ain't one of them. I don't think Tevin Farmer one of them.
No, because what like and just because you said Tevin Farmer, where he's gonna go now, because Jojo Diaz, he was really supposed to get that rematch, but he hasn't, and he lost the title on the scale last week. So
I was disappointed in Jojo, man. I don't know what's going on. Like, did he say why he lost it on the scale? What's going on with this shit?
No, he hasn't said anything, and that's just still disappointing. You lose the title on the scale like that.
Yeah, he's gonna have to figure it out. In the meanwhile, I'm curious to see if they slide or insert Shakur Stevenson into the IBF vacant title. Because all of a sudden, Jamel Herring and Carl Frampton is in Dubai, so they're going to Dubai.
Well, I read something about an injury with that fight.
Yeah, Carl Frampton.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Carl Frampton has an injury, but damn, why couldn't you just put Shakur Stevenson there? Because they want the paychecks. They promised the paychecks. That's all. Yeah. They want the paychecks, dog. He want to pass the torch over. I guess this is what it is. It's gonna be a 3-way deal here. They're gonna fight, and then potentially, Shakur Stevenson may get the win. I mean, the winner, because he was in court twice, man. For his step aside or whatever to implement his shot, and I guess he took step aside. At the end of the day, they talked to him, so he may indeed get the winner if the winner doesn't vacate.
That'll be messed up if the winner vacates, though.
Hey, it's happening all the time, man. Look what Lomachenko did. Lomachenko goddamn came off that WBC and didn't do shit with it.
Yeah, man. It's just like I said the other day. I kind of really want to reiterate it, man. I just want to see. I mean, I just want to see a lot of these guys stop using the pandemic as an excuse. Yes, we know we want the big fights, and just as a fan, but at the same time, you had plenty big fights during pandemics. I mean, during the pandemic, and I just think if it can be made, it can be made. Hell, like I told you, Don King put on a $12 pay-per-view with Stavern and Trevor Bryan. So, I mean, if it's a will, there's a way, but, we talk about Don King here too as well, so.
Yep. Hey, well, I'll tell you that offline. That's about Trevor Bryant. It's some itinerary that he has coming up. So if you put any of that together, you know what that is, itinerary, and potentially I may be able to bump into him.
Okay.
So I'm gonna see how that goes. I'm still working that out.
Man, I hope you do, man, because you know it'll be good for your platform as well. And then at the same time, we need to talk to these guys more often, man. And then at the same time, a lot of guys don't even know who Trevor Bryan is.
Yeah,
Know.
man. I'm definitely trying to get him on here, and we can chop it up with him and see what he got going on because he has a lot. They pushing him for a fight with this other cat that's in the Don King stable. They trying to get him to fight that guy to keep it in house. You know what I'm saying? So he can, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And we haven't seen that guy in the ring in I don't know how long. I'm not even gonna mention him until he steps through the rope and he throws the first punch after the bell rings.
Yeah, I agree.
We just haven't seen him, and it's a travesty that he's been able to hold on to that trinket this long without stepping in the ring. But we hold all these other guys' feet to the fire, and the same thing hasn't been enforced on him. That's the frustrating part.
Well, I'm pretty sure Don King gonna figure this shit out. Because hey, if he's the only heavyweight champion over here in the US, he's gonna have to shine. So when he go in for this next fight, we need to see a Trevor Bryan that's gonna give us that we looking for. You know what I'm saying? To Deontay pick up another belt, god damn it.
Yeah, I just
exactly. I'm trying to be positive, goddamn it. Shit. I'm just trying to be positive, dog. Spence will not be a welterweight much longer. I can see Crawford standing at 147. Yeah, Crawford's more disciplined than Mitch. I agree. Crawford's more disciplined than Spence. And plus, I said, man, Spence been fluctuating weight classes, more than half his year, about 18 fights his career. He was fluctuating from welterweight to super welterweight. I know damn Tank. I know damn well Tank ain't going to no 126. I don't think so either, man. He has to be going up to 140 for that title that Barrios has.
Like,
Barrios
bro,
makes sense at 140.
Like, I wouldn't even want to see Tank at 26 trying to fight anybody. I mean, because I'd rather him, if they are flirting with Gary Russell Jr., I'd rather see them catch weight that, man, because it's a 4-pound difference between 40 and 26, man. I'd rather them meet at 28 or something, or do it like do it like him and Leo did. It'll be for the 30 and 26 pound at 30 or something. I wouldn't even want him to try and cut down to 26, bro.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't even think he can make it. Tank can't make no 26, man. I don't care if it's just 4 pounds.
It wouldn't even be healthy. It wouldn't even be healthy him trying to make 26.
No, man, it wouldn't be healthy at all. I mean, and then once he does balance the scales, man, he has to go in there with Gary Russell, who stay at 26. He feels good, man. It'll be a slaughter, man. He ain't going down on 26, man. It ain't happening. It's not happening. Mitch say JoJo looked like shit. Managed to pull a draw out of his ass. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm motherfucking saying, dog. I don't know what's going on with JoJo. Was he sick? Did he have an injury? He wasn't able to get that cardio. Look, there's a lot of fighters out here, man, that train with injuries. And I can't really dog them out because they miss weight like we all love to do. But I'm just telling you that some of these cats be having injuries, man. I'm just hoping my boy Oscar Valdez pull off this motherfucking upset tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Valdez, what he's going to have to do, he's going to have to make it uncomfortable early. That's the only way I can see him pulling it out. Because if Berchelt comes in and he's feeling himself and, he's on cruise control and he's just controlling the pace and doing what Berchelt does, I think it's going to be a class in session type deal. He's gonna have to rough it up early with him, and just get Berchelt clearly off his game. You know, because a lot of people are picking Burchell by landslide. But I know you with him. I know you with Valdez. I really want to see it though. I'll be right there in front of the TV, and then I know you'll be wanting to come on right after. So, or you doing a watch party?
Yeah, man. You know
Okay.
it. You know that.
Oh yeah, well, I'll pull up on you.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely trying to have a watch party for that.
Yeah, man. I mean, just the last 2 weeks of February just gonna be interesting all over, man, because you got a loaded card this weekend. You got a full lineup this week with different networks, and you got a full line next week with different networks, and I'm still on the fence about. Yeah, I ain't on the fence about it. I might sit that Alvarez one out though.
Why you say that?
I'm not there, bro. I don't want to see. I'm just being honest with you. Why would I want to see you do what Danny Jacobs did, do what Andre Durrell did, and do what Chris Eubank did when we know you can do it? Like, we know you can do it. I mean, that's just where I am with it. I'm more interested in Joseph Parker Jr. Father than I am that fight.
I mean, what's the criticism though?
You just
I'm just gonna say, what's the criticism, dog?
What? That's a fight that shouldn't even be happening, bro.
Okay.
That's my criticism about it, man. I mean, Abney, come on. What I mean, what I think he's going faster than Rocky Fielding. If he doesn't go faster than Rocky Fielding, Canelo is carrying him.
And that's what the word I wanted to hear. I think he's gonna carry him, dog.
All right, come on, man.
I think he's gonna carry him a couple rounds before he stop him. Just like, I think he is, man. Seriously. I think he's gonna carry him to the third round and then knock his ass clean out.
And that'll be sad.
But most of all, from what I know, they're gonna announce the Billy Joe Saunders fight after this Abner Yildirim fight is over. It's gonna be the same effect that once he finished Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., then Gennady walked into the ring. This is gonna be the same outing.
I just hope we make it to the opening bell. I'm not even gonna get my hopes up for it.
Why, you think it's gonna be a COVID shit?
Nah, I just think Billy Joe gonna have some shit like it was with the Andrade fight.
Okay. I don't know, man. He got to get a paycheck. He been out to sport for a minute with no paycheck now.
I feel you, but hey, I still got to see the opening bell, bro. Nothing in boxing surprises me anymore. That's why I said I got to see the opening bell.
If it's one fighter I don't appreciate at all, that is Billy Joe Saunders. So the only reason I'm looking forward to him fighting Canelo because it's one step closer to the unification match, which I'm really going for my boy Caleb Plant.
Yeah, no doubt. Cause bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody is, a lot of people are saying Caleb Plant is in over his head fighting Canelo, but Caleb Plant has everything to offset everything Canelo does. He has enough in his toolbox to offset everything Canelo does.
Yeah, I like Sweet Hands. His whole, rhythm in which he boxes, man. Very slick fighter. You can tell he's been working around. He's been around the gyms for real.
Yeah,
especially Floyd's gym.
Yeah, and then and that's where it is. And I'll be honest with you. I think Caleb would be courageous enough to fight Canelo on the inside. And that would negate a lot of stuff that Canelo likes to do in the mid range. Nobody has made Canelo fight on the inside.
Oh, let's get them body shots, goddammit.
Well,
Mitch said, I watched Tank at 26 versus Gary Russell. Doubt he can make the weight. Man, Gary Russell will have all the advantages at 26. All the advantages, believe that. King Mitch, cruise control, Jacobs. No, we ain't trying to see that, dog.
No.
Yeah, I'm just disappointed
ever again. You know, I'm staying on my square about that. I don't even want to see Jacobs no more.
I thought for sure when we saw the hallway, Jacobs, at the perfect time. What are we doing? I thought at that point in time we was really gonna, get a match between him and Charlo. I said, man, this is gonna be great. Nothing.
I'll take that back. The only way I'll see Jacobs is if he's food for Morrell Jr. That's the only way I'll watch Jacobs.
Then you want Jacobs to be food now. Okay.
Man, Jacobs can go. He can go to hell from I like that.
I'm on board with you on that shit, bro. That motherfucker pissed me off so much, man. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I mean, bro, like even your performance versus Chavez Jr. I wasn't impressed with that, and then I sure enough wasn't impressed with you versus Rosado at all.
Hell no.
And then at the same time, I'm still holding grudges on how you did Rozier, bro. Rozier was there for you thick and thin, bro.
But that shit happens in boxing, man. You know, I know a lot of people look at Rozier. He's a good dude. Because every time I see him, man, he one of the most friendliest dudes out there. Cool people. But hey, splitting from your coach happens, man.
I mean, over philosophical differences, yeah. But this man was with you through all your trials and tribulations, and and you let the money, you let the trainer cut split y'all like that.
Yeah, it seems petty, but
well, I guess
you never know how people like Jacobs change, man. At the end of the day, people need to understand these are boxers.
I feel you.
They do have a different way of thinking. These are boxers now.
Well, you know, you haven't looked like nothing since. Yeah, man. I knew that's what I wanted to talk to you about, man. What you thought about the Wednesday night card? Did you catch it?
Man, I was busy, man. I actually supposed to have been on another fight card right now.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't able to catch it, to be honest with you.
Okay. Yeah, man. Oh, Vladimir Shishkin, he got the win, man, but he got cut. Yeah, he got cut. He got cut pretty bad too. He had one of those fury cuts over his left eye.
So what, like Otto Wallins?
Yeah.
Did the Tyson Fury?
Yep.
Sir Ken in the building. What's good with you? World Combat Sports and panel salute. Salute to the wrenches and salute to the chat. Smash the like button. Appreciate you. Mitt say, hate to say 168 is sweet. Top heavy at best. Blowjob Saunders is the worst title holder. I think Callum Smith beats him.
Now.
Well, Callum Smith ain't down there no more. He heading to 75.
Yeah, Callum Smith is going to 75. They still got him in the rankings, but he's going to 75. Now a crossroads fight that'll be decent, but it'll have to be on Fox Sports 1 or something. Will be Danny Jacobs and Anthony Durrell after this. You know, they both advised by Heyman. But I don't know if they can pull out the network thing, but that'll be a decent crossroad fight.
Yep, I agree. How do you see Anthony? How did you see Anthony Durrell when he was in there with David Benavidez at that time?
He overwhelmed. Just couldn't chop the bigger man down, and then the bigger man had fast hands and a higher work rate than you. You know how you can throw hit a guy with your best shot and he shrug it off. That's pretty much what happened. But I want to see Durrell next weekend though. I want to see how he comes back versus Kyron Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Durrell, I really want to see him just for the simple fact, all the stuff that he was talking about, Breland throwing the towel in, throw the towel in and all that. Okay, let's see you get back in there.
Hey, Ken asked you that question you was talking about earlier. Wallin versus Brazil.
I got Wallin, Ken. Sir Ken, I got Otto.
He's thinking Otto's gonna freaking close out Dominique Brazil. You didn't really give a round, did you? What round are you talking about? How early are you talking about?
Brazil's gonna be standing right there in front of him. Wallin is a little slicker than Brazil. Just like you said, Brazil has to get some type of head movement. Yes, he's in at 100 and he's coming in weighing 261 pounds to Otto Wallin's. I think Otto Wallin was like 230 something.
Mm-hmm.
So no, Wallin came in at 240 and a half. So, I really like Otto Wallin in this one, man. I don't give Brazil, I don't give an Al B. Sure haircut guy no shot. No shot.
God damn.
No shot.
He said, I'll be sure. Them days been over. My apologies.
Nah, I feel you, bro, but I hey man, I don't give Brazil nothing, bro. I mean,
it's just the way Brazil, all the animals that they had between him and Wilder, and then Wilder actually was able to get off like a 3 to 4 punch combination initially. That Brazil pretty much eluded pretty good defensively. He pretty did the job. I was surprised, but then he popped Wilder behind the head. The referee broke it up, and Wilder closed in. The rest is history. Boom, knocked his ass out. I was like, coming in this fight with Wallin, man, you better be a smarter fighter, man.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. I remember the fight when he fought Amir Mansour and had Amir Mansour jaw held up. Amir Mansour was getting him out of there. You remember the Amir Mansour fight?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really thought Amir Mansour was going to get him out of there if his jaw would have held up. The fight, it was the fight before he fought Joshua.
Yeah,
it just Amir Mansour. He was preserved because of prison, but he was just attrition. The attrition, because if you even go back and watch that fight, he was rough. He was roughing Brazil up real good, bro.
Yeah,
and then if you go and look at his box rec, yeah, you fought Uganu, Eric Molina. Eric Molina had just retired. It's not like Carlos Negron. Yeah, you knocked these guys out, bro. But I just never thought much of Brazil anyway, man. Because I really thought Mansour was going to win that fight, but attrition just wasn't on his side.
Well, I have to agree with you. I'm just not one of those guys that's a Dominique Brazil fan. To be honest, I just can't do it. I ain't saying he's a bad guy or whatever, but he's not as entertaining as a fighter Like when he got cracked and he got knocked out, like that's his second loss, second knockout, by knockout. So he's packing up a Jorge Linares type losing streak. All his losses gonna be knockout.
Yeah.
But, we'll look forward to it. Anyway, we'll see how that plays out. You have Clarissa Shields that's trying to unify the 154-pound division.
Oh yeah. That's March 5th, pay-per-view. I need to see how much it's gonna be if they release that yet. But I do want to see Raquel Miller.
I want to see Raquel Miller too, man. Are they fighting on that card?
Yeah, man. You got Clarissa Shields versus Marie-Eve Dakare, 10-round, undisputed. Then you have co-main Raquel Miller versus TBA right now.
Oh man, Hannah Gabriel dropped out.
Yeah, it says TBA right now.
Damn.
It'll be WBA interim junior middleweight. I would have loved to see Hannah Gabriel. She's my boxing crush, women's boxing crush. She is. Then you got Danielle Perkins and Monica Harrison, and you have an all women's card pay-per-view on March 5th. It's a Friday night attraction, so they have the whole night to themselves.
That's what's up.
And then that next day you have the rematch, the infamous rematch room. You got Povetkin and White on March the 6th. So,
oh man,
I think the same thing's gonna happen, bro. I think the same thing's gonna happen.
I want to stay professional on this fight, but god damn it.
Hey,
Alexander, go ahead and do what you did last time.
Please. I mean, because I'm gonna be honest with you. Povetkin, if you're there, if you are there between round 8 to round 12, you're gonna get Dillian White out of there again. Because if you watch Dillian White's fights, he always fades around that time anyway. If you go back and watch that first fight, you see Dillian White fading around round 4 or 5. He was fading and he was fading fast because I was watching. I have my fight parties all the time, and I was telling the folks, they was like, "Man, Dillian White beating his ass." I was like, "Look, Dillian White is fading fast. He's gonna get caught with something he don't see." As soon as I said it, he slipped left, uppercut, night.
Damn.
I'm telling you, bro. Like,
and that uppercut was vicious. Goddamn it! That uppercut
and it was there vicious. All night. It was there all night. It's just Alexander finally, he finally cut it loose.
Ken say, Bichet was so drained to make weight. Do you think he will be all right tomorrow? It's up to him. Everybody hydrate differently. Kell Brook looked bad.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, I have to use him as an example, but he looked bad. But he made it to the 4th round. I mean, goddamn. But Kell Brook looked bad, man. His jaws was dry, sunken in. His eyes was red. But hey, when he stepped into the ring, he looked full. All that, So let's see what the hydration is like for Bichet, man.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I like what Showtime is doing with the Wednesday night cards, though. They have a lot of Wednesday night cards coming through. I like what they're doing with that.
I'm just happy to get boxing, more than once a week, because the UFC is throwing cards more than once a week.
Yeah.
And they also have a card, UFC Fight Night 185. That's on deck. You have the main event, Derek Lewis and Curtis Blade, 2 big boys, heavyweight division. That's going to be popping. That's going to be popping, man.
Yeah,
not,
man.
The whole card isn't that bad either, if you follow the sport.
Yeah. I mean, I have to defer all the way to you on the UFC, bro. I'm hand to hand. I'm hand to hand for combat.
Yeah, I
But I
feel you
mean,
on that.
yeah, man, boxing is looking up, bro. I'm really encouraged. I just want to see these fights, and I just want them to make it into the ring. Yeah, your boy Brandon Lee in 2 Wednesdays.
Mhm.
He'll be back on Showtime. He'll be fighting Samuel T. That's a welterweight attraction 10 rounder.
Mhm.
And you got Damon Allen versus Stephen Ortiz 8 rounder lightweight attraction, and then you got Victor Padilla. Victor Padilla is back. He's TBA right now, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna find him somebody.
You know who else fighting this weekend too? Elvis Rodriguez,
Oh
man.
yeah, man, that's gonna be nice.
That's gonna be a slaughter, dog. That's gonna be a slaughter.
Well, just keep him active. Just keep him active, because
Yeah,
I mean, it's gonna be a slaughter, but
that's gonna be a
Bob,
motherfucking
Bob,
slaughter.
Bob know the writing. Bob know the writing is on the wall, man. He has to come up with some type of welterweights.
But
Yeah.
he weighed in at 143, man. They need to go ahead and move him up to welterweight, dog. Stop trying to get this dude a title of 140.
Well,
They
I
need.
mean, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, man.
Nah, well, they do have it at junior welterweight, but yeah,
That's what I'm
143.
saying.
Yeah,
Junior welterweight, but goddamn, 143 pounds.
yeah, you might as well.
143 pounds. You only have 3 more, dog.
Yeah,
I mean, 4 more. Shit, you sitting at welterweight.
yeah. And then I'm encouraged about the Xander Zayas
Yeah,
versus.
man. Shout out to Xander Zayas, man. Young warrior on the hunt.
Yeah, I've caught him on a couple top ranked cards before. He brings a good mix of his style to the welterweight division. But Bob has to do something. Then you got Omar Rosario as well versus Uriel Villanueva for around welterweight attraction. So Bob has to do something though, man.
He does, man. He has to do something to make it interesting enough for to keep the room packed.
Yeah.
To keep the interest there. Doing the undercard and all the way up to the co and main event. That's what we're looking at.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just Josh Kelly, David Avanesian. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I like the Avanesian. Josh Kelly fight. I like that. I'm looking forward to see that fight too.
Yeah.
And tell me your thoughts, man. Before I bounce, I want to hear what you had to say about freaking Teofimo Lopez. Talking to Cambosis about the money situation. He colluded with freaking Cambosis about coming up with a reasonable purse to make this fight happen. Bob Arum wasn't too happy about it, but certain things like that happen, man. So,
Hey man,
Teofimo Lopez seemed to be doing what he want to do.
he might as well if you're gonna turn that. I mean, if it's reported correctly, I'm gonna say it that way. If it's reported correctly that you turn down the $4 million purse of the Devin Haney fight, you might as well do what you need to do to make sure you're good on the end with the Cambosis thing. Because if you're gonna go all the way to Australia to fight, you don't want to get you don't want to get shortchanged by Bob, because Bob will make sure he get all his and all yours if you let him.
Absolutely, I agree with that. Man, any final words? I gotta go take care of some stuff there, shouty.
Nah, man.
Hey, first of all, hey, appreciate y'all in the live chat that pulled up tonight. Say no to free smoke always. You know what it is. And then the boxing talk that came in. We had Drew Titan pull up. Blue Blood. We had Andrew Charles, Sir Ken, King Mitch. You know what I'm saying? Trick Note was in the building. J Blues, SB90. It was a lot of people in there. And then the host, Dion Washington, man. I appreciate you pulling up, providing your boxing knowledge, my brother.
No doubt.
Salute to you. I appreciate you.
No doubt, man. I appreciate you having me on every time that I'm available, bro, man. I love your platform. You know, I'm gonna show you support regardless. It's never about the likes with me, man. It's always about the content, man. So, you know, you provide that night in and night out. And we appreciate you. And, you know, your loyal people in the tracks support you. Support you and appreciate you. So, man, long as you pulling up, we'll pull up with you and we'll ride with you, man. World Combat Sports, we on the way up, bro. We on the way up, you know. We're going to keep the integrity of the channel. But at the same time, we're going to provide the loyal people in the chat the same type of content that you do night in and night out.
That's what it is.
Now, I'm going to be honest with you, though. I'm looking forward to more of your writing, man. I need you to get back writing, man, because your writing content, I love how you eloquently express your words through that pen, bro. I need more of that. I know you love your stills, and I know you love your live content, but I love how you write, bro. I love reading your articles when you do write them.
I didn't even know you read them.
What? bro. Hey.
I put one on my YouTube channel about this deal, but man, you know, it was a point in time it's just one of me. So
yeah, I feel that.
I'm out there taking steals and doing all this shit, man. I definitely want a damn chopper article up and put it out there for the people on Fight Week. You know, I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna try to be consistent with that. You know, try to put out 2 articles a week.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm an avid reader, bro. Like I read like I'm 70 years old with a rocking chair and a dog. Like
okay.
I got a whole, like if I was able to show you, I got a whole library of books in my home office, bro. Like I really read. So when I went back and read some of your articles that you put on your World Combat Sports page.
Mm-hmm.
You got a gift with that pen, bro, because you have an extensive vocabulary, and yeah, I appreciate reading your boxing content as well.
I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate the, you know, looking out, because I think, you know, that sometimes get overlooked because we have what is called skimmers this day. You have the skimmers that just skim over, you know, a couple of lines, and then they keep it moving.
Oh yeah, no, I read.
I like reading too, man. I like reading shit that's just unique. Seriously, like I like to read certain things. I don't read every day, but you know, I definitely try to read. And coming up, man, I will tell you that, you know, when you know, I came into court 17, but I was couriering messages over to the Pentagon as a teenager. I mean, it was such a learning experience for me, man. And then, you know, I ended up going to this duty station where one of the officers say, "Hey, you've been picked to be the general's briefer," and I was like, "What?" And then he said, "Yeah, somebody told us about you." And I guess they wanted me because of my public speaking, which I'd taken up in college. But I ended up being a general's briefer, man. It was quite interesting. I used to brief the general over there at North Carolina.
Oh man.
And brief a room full of like 45 to 50 officers, man. And this is about real world situations. Some of the slideshows depicted casualties. You know what I'm saying? I briefed on real world shit, deployments we was on, and if we took casualties, I'll be briefing pictures of those casualties showing. Like I'm briefing the general on equipment that was I wouldn't say disarmed but damaged due to airstrikes, or you know, IEDs and shit like that. But yeah, it was very interesting, man.
Yeah. I'm finna go ahead and play Call of Duty right now too. So I know exactly.
Sure, man. I appreciate you pulling up. And those of you that's in the live chat, man, y'all be sure to step in tomorrow. Show me and Dion watch and support, man. World Combat Sports, man. You know what it is. Turn up and tune in. World Combat Sports.